email load sa kuno ang police kuan police sa on star ba email pa di isulak ko niyo are ga ano na yun na Oh, babasa daw kayo. Tilabot na. Masinyat.
Take a break and visit Crown Regency Hotel and Towers, located on Osmeña Boulevard, Cebu City. We have over 389 newly renovated rooms, function rooms, functional Chinese cuisine, Prana Med Spa, power gym, and many more amenities for everyone to enjoy. For more information, visit our website at www.crownregency.com or call us at 0947-283-4026. If food is your aim, then Wangshanlu Chinese cuisine is indeed at the top of the game. New and improved authentic Chinese menus spearheaded by our Cantonese chef. We are open for dine-in and take-out, also accepting events. Temporarily located at 7th floor Cafe Good, Tower 1, Crown Regency Hotel and Towers. Inquiries contact 0947-283-4026, 032-418-8888.
Ato ang takna karon 29 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 9. Top of the morning sa kanatong tanan. Welcome to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. Here's the latest weather update. Today, December 26th in Cebu City. Expect considerable
Cloudy skies in the morning. I can see that. It's in full display, all the clouds here from tops, from 2,000 feet, closer to heaven. Followed by a cloudy with occasional rain showers, heavy and torrential downpours at times in the evening. So medyo mag-uwan tarong gabi. Temperatures will peak at 30 degrees centigrade, dropping at 24 degrees centigrade at night with humidity at 84%. Medyo humid katarong adlaw na. Winds will come from north-northeast at 15 to 25 kilometers per hour, and there is a 70% chance of rain. If you don't like rain, but I kind of like rain, ganaham sa guwan. So, okay naman diya. How was your Christmas day? Was it all right? Did you get what you wished for this Christmas, huh? Or are you the one who's doing all the giving? O niyan, hatagan atong tanan, atong tanan nga tagaanan, or naghupo-hupo ta og gamay, naglihay-lihay ta para di makitaan.
FBI, open up!
Para dili pangitaan og regalo. Unsa man, let me know. What's up? What's going on with you? Sir, you, ma'am, 0999-887-6070. Mo ka na nga to ang text number. Mga shoutouts, mga greetings, or whatnot, whatever you want. Just let me know. My name is Jiggy Juice, and you're listening to Top of the Morning. I'm the radio personality formerly known as Jiggy Jr. LOL! Now you can call me Jiggy Juice. May katawanan na. My job simply, that's why I'm called Jiggy Juice, is down Cooper. My job is to squeeze more life out of your day. Today, December 26, muna siyang last few breaths. Mga last nga paginhawa sa 2024. Okay, one more round of 2024. And of course, we're looking forward to 2025 here from 2,000 feet, closer to heaven at Tops. Welcome the new year on top of everybody at Cebu's most
iconic landmark Tops. Together, let's count down to 2025 at the best place to be. Join us on our grand countdown gala at the Tops event space with dinner and entertainment, plus exclusive access to the Sky 360 show, 360-degree view, and get the best view of the entire Cebu's fireworks celebration. The Tops New Year Grand Countdown. Welcome 2025 at 2,000 feet, closer to heaven at Tops. The Tops New Year Countdown is brought to you by Tops on the Bellevue Villa Hotel and 105.1 TMC, the best of us. You gotta give them a call. Do yourselves a big favor and give them a call right now.
If you want to get your slots for the countdown, 256-5000. Okay, kung ganahan mo the best view from Cebu, where you can see all of the grand fireworks from everywhere in Cebu, you've got to give this number a call, 256 5000, and join us for dinner in our grand celebration. We have 5 days, 134 hours, 8,066 minutes, or 483,968 seconds to go before the new year, before 2025. And if you want to know how Cebu celebrates the new year, you've got to be here from 2,000 feet, closer to heaven, here at Tops. Nanhi sa Cebu, boo, boo, on 105.1 TMC.
Hi, Chiggy.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Merry Christmas.
How's everything?
It's okay.
I'm not used to seeing you being so dressed down, man.
Yeah.
Or at least in shorts.
Vacation naman.
How's everything? How was your thing?
It was good. How's your Christmas?
It was okay, man. It was good.
I slept in a lot.
Yeah, actually, that's my Christmas celebration. I sleep.
I know, right?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Wow, can I sa ang
Yeah.
the layout. They placed like a sorry?
I'm gonna figure out what to talk about today, man. There's nothing to talk about.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, okay, we'll reserve the New Year stuff if we put in the New Year.
Mm.
Yeah. See. We did the ano ba before the 25th. We did the tatang rebel na
Sige, oh.
giveaway. Grabe giveaway. Tayo si Books. So many people's different streams.
Well, one again, but you know,
Like every single person,
which came first, the sleeping or the giving? Because they're probably looking forward to receiving also, di ba?
of them had bags pa, so it's
Gangam na sila dahil.
ano, na mga clothes nila ba?
Ah, okay.
They came from somewhere else, and then they come here ba?
That's really the scary part. I think.
We ran out of stocks quickly, go Jiggy. Like, we were like,
You know what we do? We actually go to a silo or some place without that they're supposed to be, and then put it there. But did sila mga to instead of because like for me it's really counterproductive to encourage them to be there. You know?
Yeah, that's why we do it when they're asleep. As soon as we notice they wake up na, they kind of we move to a different location. Or if they're asleep, we just drop it beside them. They don't until the morning.
Mo ba? Di sa kabantay.
Some of them will wake up. When one of them wakes up, they don't. They're like, kalma lang kayo sila. But some will really run to the other corner to tell, you know, uy, lagi, so many lagi, Jiggy. It's like, I don't remember it being that many before. Everywhere, downtown. Especially near USC. I think it gets in the comments a bit.
Spending all my nights overthinking about how did you never told me until I realized baby nothing but all of my love and
Oh, I can hear this one. I'm finding topics also now. And the news.
May balita.
The news mostly about Christmas.
Parang ang mga news na mga holidays sila.
Basit. There's news kasi I think Marcos wishes today. He says urges Filipinos to live life with me. Christmas gyapon.
Undangon tani!
Tani.
Atong tak na karon 43 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 9. Top of the morning to everyone. Maayong bungkag sa kanatong tanan. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice.
And my name is Justine Arbias.
may buntag ni mo din, Justin.
Hi, Jiggy. Top of the morning. Hi, everyone. How are you all?
How was your Christmas, Justin?
Very, very
I
restful.
saw you. You were in some resort in Cebu.
Yeah, I was at New Star.
Oh, how was it? Tell me all about your experience at New Star.
During this holiday season.
It was great. I mean, we always like going there, and it's also because it's near our place, kaya
Okay.
taga Talisay man mi.
Yes, of
So
course.
it's very convenient.
Okay.
And
So,
thankfully, the
pwede
weather
ra-
was great too.
Pwede ra mag-CR ka, manaog lang ka, di ba? Di ba?
Yeah, exactly.
O niya, kung nalimtan nga nalimtan og paong ang kuan, ang suga.
Naog.
Justin, palihog kog naog dito, be.
Exactly. So yeah, we had a great Christmas Eve, and one of the best things about staying, I would say, in a resort is that if kapuya na ka after ni mo kaon, kay pwede na ka mo balik ug matog. So that's what most of us did. We thought that we'd be so energetic throughout the whole night.
Okay.
Mga 6 p.m. Sige, we'll just stay awake until 12. No, that was we after eating, we still went back to sleep.
Yeah.
So I would always expect, because if you're super excited about like Noche Buena or like
Okay.
Christmas Eve, diba, you would stay awake.
Mhm.
Nah, we went back to sleep. We had a nap.
So,
for
pag
a while.
human, ni mata mo pag alas 12.
Ni mata mi mga 10 p.m.
Okay.
And then we went out to eat again because
Okay.
before that, murag ano raman, pangbangil lang. We just ate.
Pangbangil.
Yeah, we call it pangbangil.
Pangbangil. Ang sa man yung pagbangil, kan to bangil is to mora og
What does that mean? My parents always say that.
Ang in English na niyon sa bangil ha.
Bangil
mura
means to like, what's naman, like for the meantime.
Murag temporary solution ba?
Yeah.
Murag kung dam pa na siya, gipaslakan lang siya og tudlo, for example.
Yeah, to stop the ano.
Stop the bleeding, so that when the actual fix comes, then dili kay kagutom
Okay.
mo, di ba? Mo siguro
So-
na bangil siguro.
So that's what makes sense because we call it pangbangil man kanang
Pangbangil.
where you don't eat heavy. So
Pangbangil sa kagutom.
kana pangbangil sa kagutom.
Okay.
So that's what we did. Kaon sa mi for a bit mga 6 p.m.
Okay.
Ni natulog and then mga 10 p.m. kaon na pod.
Okay.
Before we
matindi!
we gave our gifts at mga 12
Oh,
midnight.
okay. So what was it? You were just inside the room.
We were in the room and then we went down, walked around the mall.
Wala bay fireworks dito?
Wala fireworks. Yeah.
I'm curious, Justin, ba nga nag-ingon ka nga duol ra mo sa New Star ba?
Yeah, because we're from Talisay
Taga
man.
Talisay ram ka. I'm curious ba, like, di ba the whole concept of a vacation, even a
Yeah.
staycation, is to stay away from home as possible,
much as possible.
as further as away from home as possible.
Yeah.
I'm curious how you feel about nga duol ka inyong balay.
Exactly, yeah.
Does that feel like an actual vacation or even a staycation? Because of course, kanang vacation is really about the mind, diba?
Yeah.
But
Relaxing.
the point is to remove yourself from one place so you feel brand new, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And how do you feel nga murag duol ra kayo? Does it become
Vacation ba na?
does it become less of a vacation nga
Yeah.
nga duol ra kayo mo sa inyong balay? Even though the place is probably
Yeah.
so different from your house, but still duol ra kayo mo sa tanan, right?
That's a good question, no?
Okay.
So actually we feel like this Christmas it might be a bit mingaw for us at home. Not all of us are complete sa family na sa house.
Okay.
So we decided to go out and have Christmas outside kaya para mas lingaw. And as my dad said, no, at least in the middle of the night or if you're bored, you can just go down some mall. Pwede na ka maglakaw-lakaw. At
Play the
Starbucks.
casino.
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
casino. Akong lola was
Ah, really?
Akong lola nag-play casino.
Did she?
Yeah, she did.
Did she? How much did she win? Did she win the brand new car?
I was telling her bitaw, kanang there's like this I forgot what it was. Like an off-road car nga gi-display sa front.
Mo
I was
lagi
telling her-
may panghatag to nila?
Oh.
Okay, nakadaog
Yeah.
siya wala.
Nah, I don't really know how much she won or what. But she had fun daw. She told me she had fun.
Hilom man to sa lola da.
Oh, lingaw-lingaw na siya dito sa
Hilom to sa
casino.
lola basig nakadagtog 10 million. Ha?
Secretly ba?
Huh?
I'll ask her again.
Tanaw ko no yang pitaka ko tanaw ko
Okay, bas hindi ay.
tanaw ko ng ilawom sa Katrina. Basig na atoy 10 million
Million
pesos.
pesos. Tan. Yeah, but yeah, we had fun. And even though some of the shops closed a little bit early, a lot were still open after mga 10 p.m. So mo to lakaw-lakaw lang.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Nakapalit mo dito katong sa mga Louis Vuitton, katong mga mas mahal pa og house and lot ang uban ng mga pitaka dito, mga bag dito.
Yeah, wala man. Me and sa among kalingawan is mostly eating. So And, my sister and I like coffee. So, actually, one of our favorite coffee shops is really sa lobby sa
Oh, really?
New Star.
Which
the
is what?
coffee is really good there.
Which is what? What do you call the coffee
The
shop?
Philly Cafe. No.
Ah, the Philly
no,
Cafe.
The lobby lounge.
The lobby lounge of the Philly
yeah,
Cafe.
their coffee is really good.
Oh, I like their lobby lounge too.
Yeah, their coffee is really strong. Like,
Yeah.
if I need to stay up all night to study something or to kind of work on something,
Yeah.
okay, kanang coffee is what I think.
You know,
It's really strong.
The best coffee shop, the best cafe lounge that I want is a place that serves both coffee and cocktails.
Oh.
And I think they
Okay, that one.
they
Yeah, they've
serve
got
both,
cocktail-
right?
Yeah, they've
serve
got
both.
those. I mean, I usually go for the mocktails there.
Yeah.
But I know they've got both. And my mom likes the puto bongbong. They have like
Oh.
a selection of mga Filipino food.
Wow.
Mga
Yun-
Filipino desserts.
dishes, okay?
Yeah.
Mga Filipino, mga traditional Filipino sweets, right?
Yeah,
Mga
exactly.
Puto
Mga
bongbong.
Mga sikwati.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So
Okay.
they've got those there. That's why.
Kanang sikwati ba? Is that kaning specific to Cebu, or does Manila also have
Oh.
sikwati? I don't know about that, but that's one of
Wait,
the
no, I think
sikwati.
it's ours, ra. Pero puto is also a thing
Yeah.
for them.
But
Pero
I don't know about sikwati, and is it called sikwati in Luzon?
Yeah.
I'm curious, right?
Bitaw, no? Speaking of that,
Natay kung natay mga amigo diha nga taga Luzon, sulti ko nami
Yeah.
unsa man ilang equivalent
of sikwati.
sa sikwati dito sa Luzon.
I
Unsa
feel
man?
like it's ours like it.
Sikwati, is that a Cebu thing or nabay sikwati sa uban nga lugar sa Pilipinas, or kung dili magali basig dili sikwati ang pangalan na, basig something else, right?
Philippine.
Chocolate.
Oh, it's okay. Sikwati. I'm looking now at eatyourworld.com
Okay.
and they're featuring Tablea, one of the kanang
Tablea is the
dugay naman na siya nga brand. The brand Tablea here sa Cebu.
Tablea is not a brand. Tablea is the chunk of
Yeah.
of
But there's also-
cacao
Oh.
that you make into
Sikwati.
Sikwati. Tablea, the cafe is relatively new.
Yeah.
Right? It's owned by my
So I
friends, the Garcias, and then
Yeah, I think
um,
this website is featuring their cafe. So it says here that Sikwati is the Cebuano version of hot chocolate.
so Cebuano gyud siya.
Yeah.
Wala siya equivalent sa Luzon.
Let me see.
Wala
Where does Sikwati come from? Cebu.
Cebu. Okay.
Wow, that's so cool.
Okay. So, pero sa Manila siguro or sa Luzon siguro
What is it called
kikibaw
then?
ko kuana sikwati po.
Maybe Tablea lang ang ano.
Sikwati po na dito sa Luzon.
Sikwati po.
Oh, sa Luzon. Sikwati po sa Luzon. Anong gusto mo?
Chocolate sila.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Chocolate
Okay.
in
In Luzon.
yeah.
So unsa may suwa nila potog tsokolate sad.
Putog chocolate.
Potog tsokolate.
And I remember when I was a kid, I used to go with my grandparents sa kana bitang mag-mass at dawn,
Okay.
like Misa de Gallo,
Mm-hmm.
and then lamig ka. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like because you wake up early, so it's a kind of like a reward ba
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the mass.
Reward.
Yeah, having a
Who are
puto
you-
and sikwati.
Who are you rewarding?
Yourself.
Why are you rewarding for waking up? What?
Going to mass?
That wasn't up to you.
No, but have you tried that? Like, kanang wake up ka early for a mass and then
First of all, nothing beats the peace of early morning.
oh yeah,
That is
you're the earliest early bird.
The best feeling is when you're imong paminaw ba nga nag-una ka sa tibok kalibutan. Nag-imagine ka ang tibok kalibutan naghagok pa. Ikaw tikaw na ka, right?
Yeah.
So that
And you are the earliest early bird I know because of Cooper Put.
Yes,
I know you
yes.
give Cooper his daily
walk.
No, bali Cooper gives you
Yeah.
your daily walk.
He walks me.
He walks you one. Yeah.
Down Cooper no. How do you call this? So kanang magkape-kape ka, mag-tsokolate ka, lamig yung kay nga feeling kay. That's that. Imo agong tiyan good ka ng empty pa man na, di ba? Because you have had any food for 7-8 hours depending on how long you sleep. Inig-inom nimo sa tsokolate or sa kape. That's the best feeling.
Exactly.
Man, right?
Exactly. I mean, I usually some people like to dip their puto sa sikwati.
Yeah.
Ako, I can just have the sikwati alone even without the puto. Okay.
Yeah,
na.
I love the...
That's how good it is.
Ang ako alang kuyawan ko sa sikwati is, di ba, kung nakatilaw na ka og sikwati at tablea nga in its raw form.
It's so bitter.
Puertim ginang tabanga, di ba?
Yes.
Di ba? So,
You need a lot of sugar.
you need a lot of sugar to diffuse the bitterness.
Yeah. And then sometimes you end up
Kuyawan ko nga, murag, rich ra kay bitaw.
Yeah.
Rich ra kay sa human ni mag-inom, mabilyonaryo na ka. Okay, grabe kay
Nga naka-rich.
Naka-rich ko. Kuyawan ko. So, I don't know. I try not to drink a lot of sikwati. But grabe kay kalami.
Is there anything else you mix with that aside from sugar? I sometimes put like milk. Kaya ganahan ko nga creamy.
Of course.
But then it ruins it. It
ang-
doesn't become as a deep,
Ang
no?
best pairing yun is sikwati, puto, ug mangga. naunsa man ka kalami ana. Mo na lamis puto si kwate niya mangga.
Aba, matindi! That's
Grabe kay
actually
kamatindi.
really good, no?
So mo na ang mga pagkaon sa Misa de Gallo, di ba? Kadaghanan.
What they usually serve.
Kana mga inana gyud. Puto, sikwate, kape, ana lami.
Budbud also.
Budbud, oh.
Yeah,
Kanang
mga
budbud as opposed to puto, lami sa na siya, di ba? Pero
Yes.
kuan lang kayo.
It's also good with sikwati.
Grabe lang kay ka sticky ang iyang coco oil ba ining ablin mo sa banana man ang igirap niya.
Kanang leaf.
Banana leaf, di ba? So ablin mo imong
Imong kamot api.
magkamatikan niya ko kaning usahay. Dry man kay kog
Exactly.
skin, dry man kay kog skin ikabuntag usahay lami ay butang lagi sa akong diri oh. Sa kilid sa akong
Use it as
nose ba?
skincare.
Oh, masig skin
Skincare dining kanang
bud skincare.
budbud oil.
Budbud
You should
oil?
open your own skincare line nga,
So,
budbud oil.
mas lami na siya og kuan, mas ganahan ko na niya og texture kay mas sticky pa gid ba, di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba niya oily kay as
The
opposed to
budbud,
budbud.
I like-
As opposed to puto, di ba?
Yeah, the one that they serve sa Nusa that my mom likes, kay they offer you na you can also put kanang coconut, marag na siya shaved coconut on top.
Yeah.
And then sugar, the brown muscovado nga sugar sa different, diba?
Are you
Like siya.
are you talking about na may puto
Puto budbud.
bongbong, puto bongbong,
That's
di
the
ba?
one, that's the one.
So dili siya kaning plain ra.
No, it's the long one, more siya long
Long
strip,
one,
diba?
oh, yeah.
And then it's night purple mixed with
Murag puto bongbong na
puto
siya.
bumbong
Oh.
siguro na, I think so.
Ang
What's
akong-
the difference?
Ang I don't know man. Kay ang pangalan sa in my
Plain
family,
one?
kanang plain nga wrapped in banana peel is also called budbud.
Yeah.
Budbud, right? Ang
Yeah.
kanang puto mo na siyang kanang og mas dako, di ba? Or maybe you can even have like a whole container full of puto, di ba? So less sticky na siya. And pero more or less they're basically the same. It's just the container lang.
Yeah. There's also puto nga more siya bread like the ones that they sell sa Goldilocks. Kanang puto gyud nga, puto cheese for example.
Murag mo na siya.
Laisad na siya, diba?
Gaduro ka mo na yung Tagalog nga puto
That
siguro.
is sa Tagalog version.
Okay,
Do
kana
not you
siya.
have with dinuguan ba?
Ana mo'y lami sa ginawa na ko katilog ginana da. Gimingaw ko na nga akong inahan atong una mo. Naay restaurant atong una sa Colon nga. Dadun ko sa akong
Same.
mami. I forgot what it's called. Mo El Tesoro mo siguro to. Basta kay
They're the best.
maglakaw mi padong dito gikan sa eskwelahan sa Santo Niño pag human naay kaning sa tawag ni puto unya dinuguan ni tuslob din
Ooh.
oh lami you guys
I actually don't like dinuguan, but I like
Really?
the puto alone. But my lolo does that.
oh
Puto and dinuguan.
it took me a long time to actually appreciate
Dinuguan.
dinuguan, yeah.
Yeah, see, because it's langsam and good.
Oh, it's an acquired taste,
Taste,
right? And
oh.
just the visualization, the idea that you're eating blood.
You're a vampire.
Di ba? But just think about that for a
Yeah,
while, right?
yeah. A lot of people don't. I think I'm not adventurous, man said good when it comes to
Yeah.
mga strong taste sometimes. Ba?
Did I tell you the story of how I got to appreciate dinuguan?
Wala pa.
This is a really interesting. To me, it's a funny story.
Sige.
Right? Uso mo kay itong Marvel comics sa una ba? DC comics sa una ba?
Yeah.
Pag human, mahal man na siya kay original versions man, kay imported man siya ba?
Yes.
You buy it in the bookstores, right? So, ganahan kay ko mo palit na, ganahan kay ko og Iron Man. Iron Man na to akong gi-subscribe. Not the word is not subscribe, akong gi-follow ba? So, kuwang akong kwarta pirmi. Unya, ning ato na ko sa Brown Gate sa UP. Ang kanana mo dito mura karinderya na to gitawag mo Brown Gate.
Okay.
Ang rason ng Brown Gate gitaya nang iyang sa tawag na iyang
Brown Gate.
iyang wall ba. Kaya
Okay.
marag scene naman ang gi wall sa karinderya. So Brown Gate ang tawag
Brown
niya.
Gate Carinderia.
Right?
That's funny.
Manang
Okay.
Brown Gate tungod sa taya. Nya, mahal man kay mga sudan dito ba niya? Di ko katigom na nila. Unsa nangutanan ni unsa may pinakabaratuhan diri nga pagkaon.
What did they say?
Ingon sila, dinuguan sir. Ikaw imah di ra ba
But you don't usually eat dinuguan
No,
before.
I didn't not I don't
You
eat.
never
I
eat?
never ate dinuguan because I didn't
Okay.
like dinuguan, right?
So what you do?
So
Took a risk.
just to be able to buy
So that.
my favorite comics, nakatigom ko gamay kwarta, nikaon lang kog dinuguan oy.
And then,
Dinuguan.
first time, did you like it?
Dinuguan kaning kanon og soft drinks, murag coke man siguro to. So murag 15 pesos sa to, 20 pesos siguro the whole meal, right?
Wow.
So naganahan naman sa go.
Lami raman di ay.
Oh, naganahan sa go ba? So
And you got the comics.
I got my comics and then at the same time ako nang hibo na akong amahan dad kanang pwede magluto tag dinuguan. Ko ha, nangunta na siya nganong magpaluto magdinuguan, di makaganag dinuguan.
I do now.
Ganahan na magdinuguan karon. Kunya Unya, ang iyang dinuguan lahi gyud sa kaning sa Brown Gate ba?
Yeah, sa Candiria.
Sa karinderya. So, murag lahi mo ginidad. So, eventually, ako siyang gipatilaw, nag-take
You brought
out.
it out, nag-take out ka.
ko.
Okay.
Ingon siya, dong kanang di ko gunahan na dong kay bahong tae ko, no? You know,
Okay, yes.
Kung kanagong
Langsa gid siya.
kanagong dinuguan god is a tricky way to extract the blood. There's a way to extract the
Yeah.
blood of the pig that dili siya luod ba, dili siya moagi bitaw some
okay.
parts bitaw kay kung dili ka maayo kuno magpa-drip sa blood ana kuno mako ni puruhan nga manimaho gid siyang feces because moagi man
okay.
na
Sa track.
sa track, yeah.
Okay.
So mo na siya so
So that's what your dad thinks of the Brown Gate
yeah,
dinuguan.
that's really crappy dinuguan, right?
Okay.
But to me it was fine because
Yeah.
it not only meant that
Maybe it also-
it had lunch, it also meant that I had comics,
Comics.
right?
Exactly.
I had
Two
my,
birds, one stone.
I had my eyes on the prize, which was Iron
Basta
Man.
di lang ka magutom, okay na. No, di ba? But you know what?
So
I
that's
think it's also with the way it's cooked siguro.
That's how I got to appreciate dinuguan. So ganaan ang dinuguan karon?
Is it spicy? Some people put
No,
like
no.
there's like a green chili on that man.
Sili, yeah. Lami kayong sili niya ang naman may iba. You know what iba is? Like
Yeah, we had the tree before.
sa among yuta dito, sa among murag compound dito, sa kilid sa daan, na iba diya nga nagnitubo ba. So mudagan ko dito sa kuan sa among compound niya mukuha lang ko pipila ka.
You cook it with the dinuguan or
Oh.
you like dip it lang?
No, we cook it with the dinuguan. So, lami
Okay.
Wala ko nakakaon ng klaseng dinuguan na.
Maybe you should have your own jiggy recipe pod.
I'll text my dad right now. Dad, magdinuguan tarong kuan bi New Year bi.
Yeah, exactly.
Kamo di unsa man ninyo ang gipangaon sa holiday season? Of
What
course,
you guys
the
do?
usual lechon and all of that stuff. Ani aligri de kay sanandi ay this happened twice. I don't know if I told you this, Justine. This happened twice. I saw it on social media and I also saw it on our compound in our subdivision. Kaninga naay usa ka tawo nagpost og kaning lechon kuno iyang ibaligya kay na double niya og order.
Oh wow,
So,
okay.
nasayop siya og order ba na double niya og
Kaduha.
order gibaligya
So
niya.
yun yung gisa last minute.
Gi-resell niya ang usa ka lechon kay naduha
Okay.
ko ng order ko for some reason. Ang ikaduha sa among silingan pod napoy nagpost sa amo ang community how do you call
GC?
this? GC na mo nga iya ko nung lechon wa pan abot nabusog na lang sila. Dili na sila
Oh, no!
Dili na sila ganahan mo kog lechon. So pwede ko no ipaliton ko no nila at almost half the price.
Okay.
Imbis 10,000 ko no,
Oh,
size
5
meal
na lang.
6,000 na lang ko no,
6,
almost
okay.
half the price. So muna ligri kay
Yagi ra ba?
daghan kay na sobraan og lechon rong panahon na.
Wow, that's great. Sobraan di ay.
Sobrang lechon.
My classmate sa law school, Ate
Okay.
Mary Grace,
Okay.
she has her own
Ate
lechonan.
Mary Grace? Ate
Yeah.
Mary Grace. Okay. Unsa may ngan siyang lechonan?
Wait, I'll take a video so I can show her.
Mary Grace lechon. Padadaan gyud ta ning Mary Grace og lechon.
Yeah, no, si Ate Mary Grace, they have
Okay.
their own lechonan. Paperts.
Paperts ang pangan.
Yeah, Paperts lechonan.
Paperts.
And then I remember she was posting
Okay.
on Facebook and she asked for mga hog suppliers.
Hog
because
suppliers, okay.
thank God, daghan kay sila orders this holiday season. So nahutdan sila nahutdan sila hogs for that.
Okay.
So yeah, opposite to what you told me, opposite to your story.
Okay.
Sa iyang case, people were running out of
Okay.
lechon. Everyone wanted lechon this holiday season.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out to Ate Mary Grace and Paperts lechon.
that's a kind of a good problem, right?
It's a great problem to have, no?
Here's an interesting story about choosing the pig or the hog ba. Kaning na ako no'y tao ko no nga ang iyang trabaho ra gyud is to taste the hog. Mura bag I don't know what like tilapa niya ang panit sa hog kanang before it's even slaughtered ba. There's a way ko no to find
Wait, taste the what?
taste the hog like tilapa mura find a way to taste the
meat?
The meat ba.
Before what, man?
Before even slaughtering, before they
How do you... Oh, my.
So
okay.
mo na yung trabaho mo pili siya sa baboy because there's a kind of hog kuno
Okay.
nga lami gyud kuno himog lechon. So it people
How do you I don't know?
hire people to do that to choose the hog before you even slaughter and buy the pig. So
okay. So not just
technique
like...
na siya, technique kuno na siya.
Pero my mom says, ang kanang baby nga piglet ba? It's yummier to lechon kay softer og meat. Kanang gamay kayo ba?
Yeah.
Gamay nga lechon. Gamay lang kayo, that's the thing.
Kanang
Not enough for me.
lechon de leche. right?
That's what it's called?
Lechon de leche. Gitawag
I think I can have one small pig for myself.
Gitawag nag lechon de leche kay ang feeling nimo ikaw man ni magkaon leche kuwang.
Leche kuwang kayo.
Ano nang lechon de leche?
Yeah, I think I can have one for me.
Yeah.
Ay, mahurot siguro ko ana.
Magkahurot ka usa ka lechon de leche.
Yeah, for sure, oy. But dili kaya katong mga dako. I can't do it on my own. I would need backup.
In case you're wondering what you're listening to Jiggy Juice.
And Justine Arvios and our random conversations about what we did this Christmas.
Top of the morning sa kanatong tanan 0999-887-6070. Everybody's getting ready for the new year now, right? And here at Tops, we're also getting ready for our grand New Year's countdown. Okay, and it's happening here, and it'll be gates will open at 6 p.m. and you can get your exclusive grand New Year's celebration at Montebello Villa Hotel. Give them a call at 256-5000 and you can get the best view from 2,000 feet closer to heaven here at Tops, right? I mean, there is no better view.
Oh yeah, of the entire Cebu and all the fireworks displays than from up here.
Yeah, you can actually compute how many millions of pesos nga to ang gipabuto. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Ikaw Justin, hilig ba ka ng pabuto?
Yeah, there was a time before nga we have lantaka ba nang tawag ana?
Lantaka ka ng kawayan nga
Yes,
butangan og lighter fluid niya pabuton.
Yes.
Hadlok sa guana, yeah.
And then it makes a sound, di ba?
Yeah lang, murag
Just-
kanyon.
Like a cannon or
Kanyon. O,
Kanyon,
sa
something
Binisaya
like
pa, kanyon.
canyon?
Sa in English, kay cannon. Pero sa Binisaya, kay kanyon.
Kanyon.
Kay Bisaya makunda ko, so kanyon ako. Dili, cannon.
Kanyon.
Pareha ko ng kanang pump boat good. Sa in English, kay pump boat mo na.
Okay.
Okay kayo, pero
Sato,
kung Bisaya ka, pambot.
Pambot. Just like kanang
Pambot,
magpa-vulcanize, di ba? Magpa-vulcate. Sa to kay bulkit.
Bulkit. Dili kanang ang English na I want my tires vulcanized, right? Mo na siya ang iyang
magpa-vulcate.
No,
Bulkit.
mo na siya ang in English. Ang Binisaya
Vulcanized.
magpabulkit ko.
Vulkit.
Di ba? Magpabulkit.
Exactly.
So mabisaya na ang word kung imo lang ipagahi o niya imo
Yes.
ipabundak.
Change V to B is
ibundak lang nimo, di ba? Kaya pwede man sad nga
Kanyon.
mayon ka nga magpabulkit, dili kay bundak.
No,
So
it has to be
magpabulkit.
kana. You have to like stress the
Naon sa ka daw
ano yun?
magpabulkit ko. Kaya man ka magpa-vulcate ko, di ba sa may
Okay.
dili man nindot paminaw, di ba?
This is on Bisaya to.
Oh, so na siya.
So yeah, we used to have kanang kanyon.
Lantaka.
My lolo used to do that a lot.
Oh.
Like in front of the house lang, ano lang just to make noise. Pero I think bawal naman na ron, so we don't really do that anymore.
Really?
We don't have our own fireworks na po. A long time ago. When I was a kid, remember? Kana bitang strip nga firework. What is that, Chiggy? Like,
Judas Belt?
okay, yeah.
Judas Belt,
But it doesn't shoot up to the sky. Igora siya mo make several sounds.
Oh, lagi murag kuha na siya tawag nag Judas Belt kang taas kay sanan.
Yes, and then you line it up sa ground,
Yeah.
and then it just tick, 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 but it doesn't shoot up sa sky like
Yeah.
regular
Yeah,
fireworks.
that's called a Judas Belt.
Ikaw, do you do that? Does your
No.
family do any
No.
of that?
And in the same way, I can't watch horror films and
You're
have
afraid?
to close my. I'm also scared.
Yes,
and I actually
it's
have a story about this. Why? Because it's like a childhood trauma.
Oh.
Because when I was a kid, giprank ko sa akong mga igagaw, kinong akong mga igagaw, mga bully kinistanan sila. Kaning what they did was butangan nila og I don't know if you remember this firecracker thing ba kana ba tong pulley ang tawag niya pulley kana ba tong birahon ni uboto.
Okay.
Nakabot ka na wala.
Wala.
Kanang there's a thing
So
that
you pull it.
that was sold before nga mura siya a kind of firecracker na siya strings attached niya in the middle is like a kind of a small rolled paper with powder in it nigbira ni mo buto,
Okay.
right? So ilang gibuhat giprank ko nila because we always have our annual Christmas party in Capitol, one of my late uncle's house, right? Dr. Serna. Ang niya paghuman kaning giprank ko nila pag abot na ko, pag abli na ko sa gate, nibutto na siya,
So they hooked it up to the gate.
Oh, pag abli na nahadlo ko maayo. I was really traumatized, but so since
How
then,
old were you at this time?
I was like really little, probably like 5 years old, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so na-traumatized ko ato. So ever since then, mahadlok na. Kasi every 12 midnight, right? Since then, until now, I would say,
Yeah.
mutago dyan ko sa kaning one of the rooms ba to cover my ears and not.
So you usually don't enjoy
I don't-
fireworks displays.
I don't enjoy
Really?
fireworks display.
You
Mutago
don't like
ko
the sound and everything. Ako, I like it.
I like it
I like
from
the chaos.
from afar. I like it, for example, from here. Right? Medyo layo naman ta sa pabuto
Cebu.
sa syudad sa Sugbo, di ba? Kaya atong view diri is from 2,000 feet closer
Closer
to
to
heaven, man, di ba?
heaven.
So okay ra ko na, pero kanang nasa duol di jud ko manakob ko sa akong dunggan or magpalayo jud ko.
I always cover my ears too,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't consider myself like afraid of the fireworks.
Mahadlok. It was because of a
Yeah, they
particular-
traumatized you.
Yeah,
So
that's
Jiggy's
why.
cousins, if you're listening, look what you did.
Yeah.
Years worth of
shame
trauma.
on you. So ikaw ganahan nakay ganahan unsa may paborito ni mga klase sa pabuto like if ever. Ang ako kutob ra jud ko sa watusi.
I don't even know the kinds, to be honest.
Kiwa ko unsa nang watusi?
Is that the noisy one? Katong,
No, kana bang
makes a
it's like
noise?
a red more stick nga imo ang i-rub nimo buto watusi.
Oh, okay. Then you can hold it, right?
Oh no, you don't hold it.
Oh,
you,
no.
You throw
So
it.
that's not the sparklers
or,
kind.
or you put it on the floor and then you rub it against the pavement and then buto-buto siya mura
Okay.
baka kadungan ng watusi.
No, I think
Wow.
I've not tried that one.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it doesn't shoot up in the sky.
Wow, that's very interesting man, because watusi was like our favorite pabuto before.
Yeah, I think I just like the Judas belt thing you mentioned. It's pretty cool, like the strip that they light up, and then it takes a long time for it to go out, diba? Kay dagham kayo. So yeah, kana lang siguro. So guys, please be safe this holiday season.
I'm trying to find a watusi on YouTube so people can hear what
It has a
sounded
distinct
like.
sound, like you would know. Would it be different from like a Judas belt?
No, it's totally different. Hold on, give me a second. Ating soyan be.
Sige, we'll find it. So yeah, guys, what do you have planned?
Can you see it? No. Are you looking at it? No.
I can't see it from here, but I can hear it.
Tanawa.
It sound. Oh, hold on.
Manay watusi kana siya manay watusi oh. Ano ba? Mo na siya watusi.
I heard that around the
Manong-
subdivision last
manong
night. So
gad-
that means akong mga neighbors di ay kay naggamit ana.
Gaduda ko kaning toxic siguro na siya kay kaning wala naman ni siya bali. I don't see people playing around with this anymore. Do you guys still play the watusi? I'd like to know. Text 0999
Do you guys still use
887
that?
6070 or you can join us
At Tops Media Center
at Tops
on
Media Center.
YouTube,
Okay,
guys. Join us at chat.
We're supposed to be live already. Ron, where is our live feed? Saan naman itong live feed sa ito ang Tops Media Center? Noon sa ni Ron? Anyway, so
I
yeah.
think it's still being, configured.
Interesting kayo ng watusi kay.
Guys, do you still use a Watusi? Do you know what that is?
Mura man na siya gamiton guni mong kamot gud unya. Mura gaduda ko murag toxic na siya.
To activate it.
Yeah, you have to rub. Mura bag
A match ba?
match ba nga imong i-rub sa floor
Okay.
a rough surface and then mubuto-buto siya
Okay.
until mahurot ang stick
I'm pretty
niya.
sure my neighbors use that. Kay yesterday, grabe kay kasaban. I thought that they were using the Judas belt, but it sounded more like that.
Gamay ra dili kay siya sipa. Kanang rag-
Sound.
like, ano ba? I could
Watusi, right?
I could still stand that.
Yeah.
Okay ra ko na.
Yeah, I think we should, like, if we check out mga fireworks shops, then we can ask if they still have that.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
You know. So guys,
Because di ba kanang ang theory or not the theory, the myth behind firecrackers is really to
ward off
the evil, spirits,
Yeah,
right?
di ba sa Chinese tradition man na siya?
Yan, murag, of course,
Yeah,
we're
to
heavily
scare off
we're heavily
superstitious.
influenced by the Chinese, right? So
Yes.
morang that's what we do. But I also see that in
Western?
in the United States, right? In other
Oh,
parts
yeah.
of Europe,
They're
right?
big on fireworks. Labi
So,
na sa other
I'm wondering
major events.
I'm wondering how they came to that practice, right? Because we came to our practice of lighting up fireworks to ward off the evil spirits and whatnot, right? So I wonder how they came to that. Is it also the same mentality, the same narrative, or unsa ba? Or
Yeah, I suppose so, but-
lahi ba ilahang rason ka ang why?
Kay originally, di ba, if I remember correctly, from like 5th grade history class. Okay, I don't know if I got my facts right, but if I do remember correctly, ang kana bitang the powder that's used man good for fireworks, that's like gunpowder, di ba? Or it's supposed to be something like that. And the Chinese didn't really use it to make like explosives for like weapons or anything like that. They made it more for fireworks. But then when Westerners traveled to China and exchange for spices and stuff like that. They also exchange for gunpowder. Pero ilang gamit, aside from using it for fireworks, is more on weapons na. So, for guns, rather. So, I think that's how they got to that. I think ilang initial purpose was for fireworks, pero ang mga Westerners, they used it for guns. So, I guess that's how, nataktan po sila to use fireworks.
Yeah,
Maybe not for the same purpose of warding off evil spirits, but, for celebration lang. Diba they're big on that? Like sa mga 4th of July and stuff
fireworks
like that.
man na siya. So,
They're big on fireworks
so if you
too.
think about it, it can't be warding off anything, right? Because
I don't think
it's an actual celebration of the independence of the United States,
Yeah,
right?
and I don't know if it's just like maybe superstitious beliefs have to do with Asian culture also. I think Westerners also have superstitious beliefs, pero if I notice,
well, the Chinese actually
Chinese have a lot, man.
went around the world, right? I think they influenced everyone in the world, right?
Exactly.
In fact, didn't they have one of the biggest empires back then, right? I mean, they covered a lot of land, a lot of
Yes,
countries,
they
right?
did.
So I think that's part of that as well.
Pero again, I could be wrong. I mean, I don't really remember. That's from grade school history lessons na. Pero mauna siya.
Mayong bungkag ni mo diya, Can Patis, 1997. Kamantay ka, Can Patis, 1997.
Pero
So,
if you say it the Bisaya way.
Can Patis, 1997. Top of
Can
the
Patis.
morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us. I think we are live already on YouTube.
Yeah, I think we are too.
At
I can't really see
Tops
it.
Media Center. Join us in our conversation about the New Year's celebration that we're getting ready for, about looking back at 2024 and all of that stuff, right?
Yeah, if you look at our live right now, guys, it's really nice. Ang among gi-decorate diri. I don't know how Kuya Magic or Ron did their magic, pero it's wala pa ta naka ano sa Christmas spirit. So I think we'll have this until the end of the year lang sa ano.
Yeah.
And then a different, like, what do you call this?
Some different motif.
Different look na put for the
okay.
new year.
Okay.
I'm on. Okay, I see the comment.
Na yung mga Christmas
OTM.
Day games ron sa NBA ba? Ato
Yeah.
lang ni announce kami
What do
kay
they
naman tayong mga NBA fans puto pareha nako.
Okay.
Ang if you're a Lakers fan,
Okay.
today is a big day for you because the Lakers play the Golden State Warriors, right? So the Los Angeles Lakers versus the San Francisco Golden State Warriors. And if you're also a Lakers fan, you want nothing but hate and disgust and
defeat for
the Boston Celtics. Kay mo man ang atong mortal enemy, right? So lipay kay ron ang mga Los Angeles Lakers fans kay napildi ang Boston Celtics against the Philadelphia 76ers 118-114. Ang Timberwolves ni daog gikan or kontra sa Mavericks, Dallas Mavericks 105-99. Si Wembanyama napildi sa New York Knicks thanks to Bridges 117-114. Ang remaining games karon Nuggets versus Suns. That's also an interesting game. And of course, my Los Angeles Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. Halftime ni siya 55-52 ang score. So layo pa, napay another 24 minutes left of basketball, but the Lakers are leading the Warriors 55-52. Giplay ni ang game sa, if I am not mistaken, sa home court sa Golden State Warriors. So they're playing it at their own home court sa Golden State Warriors. So that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And that's a very interesting game, if it's being played during Christmas Day.
Why?
Because you can really see the celebration, mga Pasko, na game. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff.
All the more reason to go out.
Yeah, and that's going to be interesting. Anyway, atong tak na karon 17 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 10. You're still listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice.
And my name is Justine Narvios.
And maayong bungkag sa atong mga kaigsuonon nga naminaw silang tagsa-tagsa kapanimalay diha sa Minglanilla, sa mga silingan ni Justin sa Talisay. Daghang salamat sus makasimot nako makapanimahon nako sa lechon ug sa nakakita ko diha.
I'm sure they were so busy gid siguro gid.
Interesting kaayong way of cooking the sa tawag ni ang ginabot. Pamilya ka ng ginabot?
Yeah, kanang intestine, di ba? I-fry.
Yeah, fry nila gibutang ba ito nilag barbecue stick. Gibutang barbecue stick ba?
Why di? Usually wala din yung stick like
Usually it's just in a pan or something.
Okay.
Right? Gibutang barbecue stick.
para it's easier to eat. Mura siya street food na, mura siya barbecue.
Oh, pero kana man kung kanang sana ginabot good medyo kung madugay na siya, mura siya mo chewy na bitaw. Mukaon ka na
Yeah.
dili. Mukaon ka ginabot dili.
I tried that before.
Yeah.
Pero I heard it's really ano daw taas og cholesterol, di ba?
Yeah. Pork has a lot of cholesterol.
No, but it's like worse though than like
why
diba?
is that? Why ano man?
I don't know. I remember
Parihara
before I had a
parihara nag-pork parihara nag normal pork na dili siya.
Ginabot?
Ginabot ang
Ginabot yun.
ang
With
nakagrab
suka, di ba? So yummy.
ang nakagrabe ana og mantika is the deep frying. Yeah, mo na siya.
But the ginabot
The
itself
ginabot
isn't bad.
Is just as bad as eating
Oh.
pork.
Regular pork.
Regular pork.
Okay.
Oh, no, you have to understand, guys. Nga kanang frying of the food is the one that makes it really really bad, right?
Yeah.
But if you just grill it or maybe air fry it,
Oh wow, that's some bougie ginabot. That's so laisyo nga ginabot. Air fry.
yeah,
I love that.
just to make
be
sure
para crispy lang siya.
Dili kaayo sa mantikaon. Nakasuway naman ko no. In fact, during the pandemic, I tried my hand on food. Right, I tried to make a food business. I had a food business called Faceboy. I don't know if you remember this. Faceboy. What I did was kanang the face of the pig, right? Akong i-air fry because one of the biggest
The oil man good from frying.
the biggest desires of people when they eat lechon in my head. I remember saying this many times. May tatong na lechon nga puro panit sa. So the closest thing you can have to puro panit is the face of the pig, right? Because gamay ram nag-undod niya puros man na siya skin on niya paghuman murag fat ba. So gisuway nako what I did was i-air fry nako ang pig face paghuman. I tried to mimic like one whole lechon ba. And I sold a few of those, but I never really pursued it because kanang food industry good porte na siyang labor intensive niya.
Yes, and the quality control, that's always the big. Everything has to be like
wa kay
same.
patience anang food ba. Kanang food industry kung naa kay patience niya and you love cooking and all of that stuff, that is the industry for you. But kung ganahan lang ka magunhon ka para negosyo lang ba?
Yeah.
Lisod kayo mo nang dili gyud ang voluntad because ang kana magong negosyo gadi you need to really number one know what you're doing.
Exactly.
And number two, you have to love what you're doing because
Yeah.
any business
And have the motivation to like stick it through.
any business requires you to stay in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
If you don't stay in it for the long haul, you won't be good at it. And you won't be known for it. You won't be able to make a brand for yourself, right? So you have to stick to something that you're good at, and number two, that you love doing over and
Yeah.
over again. Although I love eating lechon especially,
Yes, me too.
but
But the making of that and having a business,
making it into a business is a whole new
it's a whole other
a
thing.
whole
Yeah.
other thing,
I feel
right?
like it would be cool now though. I feel like a lot of people would still want that. Like I would want to try an air fry.
Yeah.
Ano?
Akong gisuway akong
Healthier ba?
Yeah, healthier kunuhay oh. Kunuhay ra.
So you peel off the skin daan or
No, just put the whole
The entire head
the
is-
entire face, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would prefer that healthier kunuhay, healthy lechon, as if that exists. Wow.
That's like an oxymoron, right?
Yeah, healthy lechon.
Healthy lechon. But wait, it's funny. You mentioned that. And Bai Jai was here yesterday, and then I was
Oh.
asking him, how does a vegan celebrate Christmas, right?
exactly.
Unsa may hitsura sa dining table sa usa ka vegan, right? Because
Oh, that's hard for me because
Yeah,
I always have meat.
he's-
Christmas isn't complete without any kind of meat.
he's been a vegan for almost 2 decades now.
Yeah, walay ham.
And wala gyud meat ba? And then it's really strict
my,
vegan. You
yeah.
not even fish, right? Not even eggs. So nagwonder ko
Unsa
because
man daw?
iyang pamilya, although he's trying to convert them into being a vegan, but dili pagid sila full on ba. So naging siya na kunoy kind of mura og lempo meat ko nang mura ko nagmo-mimic kuno sa pork.
Oh, like tofu?
and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's made out of, I'm not sure what it is. Tofu is probably part of it.
Wow.
Muna iyang lutuon ko no. So muna siya. So,
And it tastes like lechon
yeah,
somehow.
butangan mo kaning same
seasoning and
all
everything.
that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
Okay, I think
Inch-
I could go for that. I
Yeah.
guess if it really tastes like lechon.
Yeah.
Pero I don't know, Jiggy. I can't. The skin and everything. How do you
Yeah.
mimic a? Oh, I think you can use like
Yeah,
rice
pwede
paper.
na nakatilo na ko na nga murag skin ba.
but it's not skin.
I way to the mushroom siguro na siya. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
mushroom or rice
Yeah.
paper, something
Yeah.
like that.
Rice paper.
Rice paper, di ba?
Yeah, that
To mimic
that,
skin.
that can also be part of the ingredients of the imitation of
The lechon dupe.
nature's lechon skin, right?
Yeah, lechon dupe. But for Christmas, if I could, like, I really respect vegans, and I like how they change their lifestyle for that. Like sila Bay Jaya, he's been encouraging me also to like eat kamote and other stuff.
Yeah.
But then I can't imagine myself also not eating meat or any animal products. Like I like meat too much, or eggs and milk.
Yeah.
I can't like not imagine a whole week of just not eating that. Not even fish or chicken.
What do you mean a whole week? He's been doing it for decades.
Live for his whole life. So like I don't know. I can't do that.
Why not?
I can't do it.
Yeah, I
I'll
told you.
probably be luya at the end
Yeah.
of the week, or I don't know if it's a mental thing, like siguro Jig,
Yeah.
you know, like mental ba.
Yeah.
Like I'll feel like I'll be weak at the end of the week, pero you're not starving.
Yeah.
You're being sustained mounta with vegetables. It's just a mindset thing, I suppose.
And a lot of it, I think, also has to do with your composition, your body composition. But because I told you about
yeah,
Summer.
yeah.
Summer, my daughter actually tried to be a vegan. In fact, she was a
Oh.
vegan for years, right?
Oh, cool.
Onya kaninga, but she was it was number one.
Not
it was-
anymore.
Not anymore, because it was difficult for us when we went to a restaurant, right? Because a lot of these restaurants don't have vegan food. They may have like
Chicken.
vegan-esque food, but still like they use stuff that you can't. Like they use eggs and they use other ingredients that vegans don't like.
Or she went
lisod kayo
years-
ikaon good.
Okay.
Lisod yung ikaon. And also at the same time, she was kind of frail, and her hair started falling off.
Yeah.
But the thing was, she had like great skin
Yeah.
and all of that. So because I think being a vegan gives you like great
Oh, really?
skin.
Okay.
Anyway, so and she was weak, and then she was tired, lethargic, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, lisod sa kayo pagpangita og mga ingredients diri sa Pilipinas. Kung ganahan gyud ka nga full on vegan, because one of the things that
Unless you grow your own food.
Yeah.
That's what Bajaya said.
yes, unya kadang vitamin B12, I think, is one of the rare things that don't occur in vegetables ba. So it pays to supplement yung vitamin B12, because I think it's only
So
been-
take na lang siya mga supplements for that.
she was taking supplements, but it was difficult for her.
Yeah,
it
to
was
sustain
hard
it.
for us also, because she, when we went to a restaurant, we had to make sure and all of that stuff. So eventually, she decided to slowly eat meat na lang sad.
Yeah.
So
did she like miss it?
yeah, absolutely, man.
I'm sure she was like, I've missed this. I've missed burgers.
She loves meat now and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. But like to each his own, right? But I think
Maybe a balance would be good na lang sa gid, no? Whether you're a vegan or not, a good balance of like meat to vegetable ratio would be healthy.
yeah. Pero the thing with veganism, especially in its original form, is the purpose. The reason for veganism is really because they don't want to harm other life forms. Mo man na siya na. Mo man na siya ang
supposedly.
ilang
Oh.
original
They
intent.
believe that
intention na.
any animals are sentient beings.
Not necessarily sentient, but they're just life, and they feel they can suffer.
Oh.
Mo man siya, they don't wanna give suffering to the world, any more suffering than what
Than what's
we
already-
already have, right? So that's really the idea behind that. So possibly nga you can be an unhealthy vegan. Kaya kanang kung mukaon kag potato chips, that's actually vegan, right? Right?
Yeah, but it's fried
French fries
potato chips.
French fries is vegan, right?
I know sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll just eat vegetables, and then it's like fried potatoes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really count as like healthy.
Yeah, so depending on the kind of veganism that you're in, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Which is for me ba, like I can imagine lagi ba nga, I ask him like unsa may paminaw nimo ba nga moadto ka og party and wa kay makaon, right? Because like if you go to a party na lechon, di ba? Like it's right in front of you, right?
I mean, if na ay makakaon siya if na ay kind of chop suey.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
problem is, if the chop suey still has meat, a lot of vegans would reject it, because if the sauce is cooked
Yeah,
with meat,
yeah.
they would still not like, it's still going against my no meat policy.
Yeah, and it's,
gravy
it's
in
not
it.
just no meat policy. Laom kay na
No
siya nga
animal-
rason, di ba? No
yeah.
no animal policy, because you don't want to inflict pain on
Kana.
other life forms, right?
Oh.
Nya kung adto ka dito restaurant ka ng
Party.
party, pag kuman kita ka og baboy nga giihaw,
Oh my
right?
God.
In your head, like,
you
awa-
feel so bad.
that's probably like an assault ba to your senses bangon sa mani, di ba? So lisod jud i-navigate
So what did Bai Jai say?
in a
Like,
society that's a meat eating society, right? And you also can't not put lechon there, right?
Yeah.
If you are the host, right?
yeah. I mean, it's
You
a
have, like-
cultural thing too.
You have hundreds of guests.
Yes.
Pag human, there's one or two vegans, right?
And you
Ang-
want to be considerate, and
You
you're
wanna
not
be
gonna have
considerate.
lechon na lang gid.
for that one person, for that two people. Like I don't know. Should you be?
I think it's a cultural thing. Put in the majority matters.
Yeah.
So
The
I don't know.
majority matters.
I feel like ang celebration man gud diri sa, especially in Cebu, for most people it's not complete without the lechon.
Yeah,
and-
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I
It
remember
ain't Christmas without lechon,
It
right?
ain't Christmas without lechon or any form of meat, like roast something.
Yeah, yeah.
Like sila Kuya Magic, I remember I asked him about this. Like,
Yeah.
so we have our counterpart, kami kay maglechon me. What do you guys put on your Christmas table? And he was like,
you mean in Britain or in that
Sa
in-
UK.
in the Robin Rolls household?
he said sa UK,
UK.
daw,
Unsa
like
man- unsa
how
man-
he grew up. He said like
unsa
mga
man nilala
roast beef daw,
okay.
mga ana. So it's
Okay.
still meat.
Mhm.
But I remember last August when I was in Malaysia, nangita gid kog pork. Like restaurants, they don't serve pork. Everything was chicken, chicken, chicken.
Because of their kaning culture, di ba?
Muslim man.
Muslim man sila, di ba?
Mga Chinese restaurants lang had pork, but they don't have like ours, diba? Kada restaurant din na may pork barbecue na ay kawali, for example, may ana. And to think, even though Malaysia is in Southeast Asia, so you look for those kinds of dishes, you look for mga mga kawali, mga fried pork, mga ana.
Okay.
They don't have those.
Okay.
Usually, it's like chicken, always chicken, chicken. So I remember when I came back, I was like, I miss lechon. I'm gonna go for, I'm gonna eat some lechon. Bisag gamay lang. So yeah, it's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing. Very interesting indeed. In case you're wondering what we're talking about our Christmas practices in terms of food, our culture, and what we celebrate. And I brought up the idea nga si Baijay, ang atong vegan nga
Yeah, host.
radio personality diri sa 105.1 nga vegan siya niya iyang paminaw kung ato siya og party nga naay dako kayong celebration nga naay baboy, naay manok, naay all sorts of dead animals.
Yeah, dead animals.
Yeah, so unsay paminaw
So,
nila
desi-
nga
unsa
nag-vegan
man daw
sila
siya?
because they don't want to inflict any pain, any suffering on any other life form and all of that stuff. So number naanad naman kuno siya. Naanad na siya.
Ana na siya.
Yeah,
But I can imagine, siguro at first, like a couple years ago, we're siguro siyang we're uncomfortable a bit, no? Seeing, all the dead animals, as you say. Pero karon at least,
Mo na
you have to
siya nga-
get used to
mo
it.
na siya nga kuan gyud ba kaning magkampo-kampo na lang gyud mga mag-tribe na lang gyud ang mga tao uban kay dili mo gyud sila, they're really mentally assaulted by kaning as the sight of let's say pig ba. So that's why they group themselves into like ideologies and this and beliefs and all of that stuff.
Or maybe
right?
sila by a lot
So-
of vegans prepare na lang that when they come to parties, mukhaon na lang sila daan sa ilahan, no?
Mo
Because they
lagi-
already know, like,
Yeah, but I was telling him nga part magod of the idea in our culture of food is
everyone
to share the food, right? The beauty
yeah.
of big
And the
piece of
host will
meat.
always want to see everyone eating, like,
Yeah,
really complete.
yeah.
If naay tao nga naras kilid nga
The-
kaon.
The beauty of a lechon or a roast beef or a turkey is you share the same food. You get it from the same piece of animal, right?
Same. Every time you mention it, it's like animal. I feel like, I forget that's an animal.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we are pet lovers, right? We love dogs. Our dogs,
We
our
are
cats,
pet
and all
lovers,
of that.
yeah.
So the idea of veganism is why not take it a step further and love all animals, right? Right? You can't imagine I can't imagine
dog.
Cooper to be my
A
dinner, right?
lechon.
Right? And you have a Chihuahua,
Paris, yeah.
Paris. Do you imagine having a fried Paris?
She's the size ba of Jiki of a small lechon.
Oh no, really?
I mean, she's
You mean
smaller
like a
than a smaller lechon.
Like maybe siguro manok siguro, marag manok.
Okay, she's the size of manok. No, I can't. So yeah, that's the mindset behind that.
Yeah, that's the idea behind that. So
It's
so
funny.
kind of difficult, right?
Yeah.
Atong tak na karon 32 minutos ang nilabay sa alas 10. You're listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice.
And my name is Justine Narvios.
And we're talking about our katong mga daily, not daily, but holiday practices when it comes to food. Ang game karon is already continuing. We ended the the first half with the Lakers leading. Now it's still the Lakers leading in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 18. That's 5 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Lakers 73, the Golden State Warriors 69 in this Christmas Day celebration, Christmas Day game at the home court of the Golden State Warriors.
Ooh.
And
You've always been a basketball fan, ba?
yeah, I've always been a basketball fan since I was a kid.
Oh.
And I've always been a Lakers fan since I was a kid.
So that's why kanina you were like, if you're a Lakers fan,
you're nothing.
you wish nothing but
ill for the Boston Celtics.
that's when your enemy day.
They're really the winningest teams in the NBA. I think the Boston Celtics, because they won the championships last season, have 18, I think, and the Lakers have 17 or something like that. So they're like, they have, those are the number of what they do, Magod, is they display the flags per title
Okay.
in their home court. So the Lakers have 17 of those decorating their stadium,
Yeah.
which is crypto.com. And for the Boston Celtics, they also have 18 of those, one more than the Lakers. So,
Head
so
good.
that's why we want nothing,
Nothing but
the
defeat
the defeat for
them.
the Boston
Okay,
Celtics.
if we have any Boston Celtics fans listening right now, what do you
Text
guys have to say to that?
0999-887-6070. Speaking of our practices for the holiday celebration, especially for the New Year, I want you to listen to this.
Light up the sky with the dancing fire. Fulfill your desire. Get higher and brighter. It's the fireworks
Pyroworks, with branches to serve you in Park Mall, Mandaue, in front of the parking area. Manila Town Center, in front of the parking area. People Place Escario, Aseo Banao, in front of Salon de Rose. SM Seaside Mountain View, front of Pedro Calungsod. Woods Colleges Incorporated, Cabrera Street, Pasag San Nicolas, Cebu City. Gusto ka bang mag-nursing o nurse or nursing graduate? Na gusto mo apply locally o abroad? Kung nangita ka
Don't think you asked, you had that ad for Fireworks TV. I'm gonna check them out and ask if that what to saving is still a thing.
What to see?
Excuse me, do you have what to see? I wanna try that.
What to what?
What to see, the thing that you're alternative to
or 0968-861-9933 o palitaan lang si Dr. Rizalin or Doc Lee or tawag sa 032-383-8241 or 0961-146-7836. Wala na po tayong website, richwoodscameros@gmail.com o kaya sa atong Facebook page, Richwoods Colleges Incorporated. Richwoods Colleges Incorporated, College of Nursing, a school of conscience, love, and compassion.
Bring health into your home. Lacto Coffee Health Alert. Hindi kayo ang bad breath. Usasabayin naman sa bad breath ang all food particles sa baba. May decompose sa bacteria na mauugat sa bad odor. Ang Lacto Coffee Health Drink hindi rin produce o kisa ng isang bad smelling substances tungkol sa good bacteria na naalinig. Ang pag-inom ng Lacto Coffee Health Drink
Ha?
makakahalag ng fresh
sige.
breath, strong teeth, and gums. Inom ang Lacto Coffee and bring health into your home. Health into your
Welcome the new year on top of everybody at Cebu's most iconic landmark, Tops. Together, let's count down to 2025 at the best place to be. Join us at our grand countdown gala at the Tops event space with dinner, entertainment, plus exclusive access to the Sky 360 True 360-degree view and get the best view of the entire Cebu's fireworks celebration. The Tops New Year Grand Countdown. Welcome 2025 at 2,000 feet closer to heaven. At Tops. The Tops New Year Countdown is brought to you by Tops, Montebello Villa Hotel, and 105.1 TMC. The best of us. Let's go. We're listening to the best music from the old
You could have
to the new
sayang kung LDO.
105.1 TMC. The best of us.
We have 5 days to go before 2025.
25.
Woo! 5 till 2025.
Or what is this? 11, make it 133 hours or 7,999 minutes or 479,945 seconds
Woo!
left for 2024.
Time flies so quickly. Oh my
Grabe yun,
goodness.
grabe.
I didn't expect.
Yeah, mayong buntag ni Jerry Tansinko, sir.
Hi, Jerry Tansico. Thank you for joining us.
And to Kanapatis and to all of our friends who are listening to us, you can join us by texting 0999-887-6070. We can have a conversation about your traditions, your practices.
Yeah, what you guys did
And what-
for Christmas.
Yeah, during the Christmas season, which is still actually the Christmas season, but
Yeah, until
adong
now.
taon
Yeah.
og New Year. I'm wondering ba, like, unsa ka ang pinaka-distinguishing factor, distinguishing event or achievement of 2024? So, like, what do you think was the best part of 2024 when you look back at the year? Ba? And it's interesting for us to look back ba, because 2024 has been like a very, very
I feel like the year went by so fast.
roller coaster
Yeah,
year, right?
I feel like mas paspas ang 2024 than the previous year. I don't know if it's just me. Like, time went by really quickly.
Yeah.
It feels like it's still mid-year. I can't believe end of the year na taron. So, I don't know if that's just me. Do you feel that way too?
Yeah. I feel that way too all the time. The time moving really fast. But
Super fast.
the idea, Manggod, of I was just thinking about it. I think about this a lot. That's why I always re-listen Carlo Roveri's The Order of Time. Is that the idea of time ba? Like, who invented the idea of time?
Yeah.
We just made that up, right?
Yeah. To tell us what to do,
Yeah.
to expect certain things.
Yeah,
certain
because
outputs.
before there was no
time.
watch. There was no watch, right? Imagine the world without time. All they did was, I think, they were looking at the stars, the sun, the moon, and all
Basta
of that stuff
makaingon sila, okay, when
to
the sun is up,
to tell the time, right? But I wonder how it felt like with the first people who
who made up time.
made up time, and how it felt like for the rest of us, right? Nga
Yeah.
nanay oras nga,
That we have
like,
to
hey,
adhere
like,
to.
interesting,
Exactly.
interesting, right?
Yeah.
The idea of time,
Exactly.
which is really, really just man-made. And who invented, who started counting time, right? You can't say
Yeah.
who invented time, because time is just a social construct. It's
Exactly.
something. It's a social agreement that we all agree that it is now 10:43 in the morning right now in Cebu City, Philippines. There are different time zones all over the world, right? Naglain-lain mo ta og oras sa Amerika karon, murag siguro hapon pa sa ubang lugar, gabi pa sa uban, di ba? So
Kind of reminds me of that scene in Wonder Woman, where she asked, like, Chris Pine, she asked him, like, what is that? And he was like, oh, it's a watch. And she was like, well, what is it for? He was like, it's to tell time. And she was like, time?
What is time?
Because apparently in her world, in
the Amazon, right?
In the Amazon, the utopia, basically,
okay.
where everything,
There's no
where
time?
there's order, there's no time.
okay,
People just, do what they need to do
yeah.
and live. And
Wow.
when she asked him what is time, he was like, like when to have breakfast, like when to do this, and she was like, oh, you let that little thing tell you what to do,
Yeah,
and it made me
exactly,
think,
right?
oh, I just realized,
Yeah.
that's actually true.
We
No,
let
how
that little
we
thing.
let time tell us what to do.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, I'm also thinking about how, like, we need it for order. We need time so everyone agrees to, okay, we start class at this time, we end class at this time.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Order,
needed
yeah.
for order, but
Yeah,
at the same time,
That's what we do. We imbue
we're kind of
order to
Oh.
things, right?
to avoid chaos,
Yeah, to
as you would say.
Yeah,
avoid chaos and-
not to avoid chaos, but because chaos is the natural
State.
order of things, right? The natural state of the universe. We try to cover it up, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make sense of it na lang.
Make sense of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because chaos there'll always be chaos, no matter how much you control things, no matter how much you control your
There are
time.
uncontrollable things.
There's always traffic, right? There's always,
Why is traffic the first thing that comes to mind?
maplat mo ang ligid, di ba?
I like how you said traffic.
There's always, no matter how
Always
much
something that goes wrong.
there's
Could
always-
go wrong.
That could possibly go wrong. The weather, which we have
Kana.
zero control over, right? And all that stuff. So yeah, it's just very,
Circumstances.
very interesting how time came to be.
Yeah.
And I remember there's a movie called The Land Before Time. Remember that? There was an animated
Land Before
cartoon
Time?
show.
Okay. Well,
It was about dinosaurs and all that stuff. You don't remember
yeah,
that?
I remember that one.
That one is Vaughn's
Before
favorite.
sila na extinct.
Yeah, that one is Vaughn's favorite
Cartoon?
cartoons. Yeah, Land Before
Land
Time.
Before Time. Yeah, I remember that. I think it was sad, if I remember that. Kaya
Actually,
nagkabuwag ang dinosaurs
yeah.
before it got extinct.
I
Something like that.
can't remember the plot of the movie, but it was just remember that the Land Before Time.
Mm.
I wonder what it was, how it felt like to be in the Land Before Time.
Exactly. Dinosaur era.
They're the species that kind of ran out of time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was really surprised to hear not too long ago that the dinosaurs actually never went extinct, because the dinosaurs now are the birds of today, right? Right?
Yeah, there's this joke, diba? Or not really joke. Like the kanang ano daw, chickens come from dinosaurs basically.
Yeah.
Have you read about that? Seen that?
Yeah, no, they're
that true?
they're the evolutionary
Yeah.
uh,
It's just so cute.
brothers
like
and
how
sisters of dinosaurs.
Yeah, niabot og chicken.
yeah, because if you notice their feet are webbed,
Yes.
and the scales of the chicken,
Yeah.
scaly man na sila, diba?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially the one near the
I
limbs.
would think that like lizards at least, pero it's funny to think that chickens are the
Yeah.
closest that we have to dinosaurs. So.
we know nothing, right?
We know nothing. Information is evolving.
Yeah, yeah. How do you call this? Speaking of we know nothing. What are the movies that you're most looking forward to watching? In 2025, is there any particular movie? Because I was looking at the
okay.
list, and
Let me see.
they were saying that Wicked 2 will be
Oh, already?
in November of 2025.
Oh, perfect.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
I haven't even watched the first one
If
yet.
you're into this whole Wicked thing,
Let me see.
what are the most?
I think. Are you excited for the new Superman?
I'm actually curious about it. Curious in the sense that we needed a new one. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
you feel like there's something new and something that they changed without even wondering, without even thinking. But in my head, kung anong,
Why do you have to have a new one?
why do you have to have a new one?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. Why? Like that was the previous Superman, Henry Cavill, was fine, right? Right?
Exactly. I mean, I don't really know how the franchise works for DC, but why they would rebrand. Just like a Batman good. A lot of people felt that way too when the Robert Pattinson one came out. They're like, why do we need a new one? Okay naman tong
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, right?
Spider-Man.
Incredible Hulk. There are so many.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
so
for the
many.
Marvel, I understand why they had to come up with a new Spider-Man good. It's very timely for the MCU mismo nga franchise, and it would make sense later on when they weave the web of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
weave the
yeah.
web of like multiverse or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Versus DC, I don't know why they
Well,
would keep rebrand.
When you think about it, DC also has a multiverse. In their original comics series, they had something which is
okay.
akin to a multiverse. So they're probably gonna go into that direction too, right?
Yeah, I didn't know about them having a multiverse.
They also
Is that
have
why
a
nasi
multiverse.
Supergirl put? She's actually from a different universe. Is that
I
it?
have no idea. And there's a super dog, right?
I didn't know about
You
that.
did you watch
That's Cooper.
Did you watch the trailer
No, I
of
didn't.
Superman? You should watch the trailer. There's a
No.
super dog.
I'm not really much of a DC fan.
Really?
Yeah, I'm bigger on Marvel.
Wow.
But even after the basically, to be honest, after Tony Stark died, wala naman ko fans at Marvel. I haven't really been.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like their new series. I stopped watching like kanang She-Hulk, even the one where it's like Madam Web. I don't like the graphics.
How about
it's so weird for me.
How about Loki?
I didn't watch Loki, but I heard it was good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And WandaVision, those are the good series.
yeah,
though.
and didn't Doctor Strange have like that's one division, right?
I think that's the one,
Okay.
WandaVision, yeah.
I
But
like-
Jiggy, I found 3 films that I'm really excited for the 2025.
Okay, tell us.
And I just realized I've been waiting for the trailers for these. So number 1, I'm so excited, good for Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Wow.
The new Avatar, not the Avatar Airbender one, the one that the aliens one.
The Titanic guy's Avatar. James Cameron.
Yes.
That's
I'm
him,
so
right?
excited
Yeah.
for that. I was a big fan of the second one,
Yeah.
The Way of Water, and it
Yeah.
took like 13 years before
Yeah.
the second one was
Yeah.
released, and the details in the second one were so good. Storyline. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's
I
really
love-
good. I went down a rabbit hole. I
Yeah.
became a fan. I went down a rabbit hole of understanding like each character and like, why they're from that tribe. What do the different tribes mean in their community? Something like that. And so this next one,
It is
Fire
a-
and Ash.
Okay, what is it about?
It has to do now with a new tribe that they're gonna meet. So for the second one, di ba ang original ang Avatar, they're jungle people magina sila. That's why their eyes are glow in the dark. That's why their skin is darker to match like, the forest. The second Avatar was Way of Water. So they met a tribe nga very relatable for me as a Cebuano. Kay their livelihood revolves around sea life. And then their
You mean like fishing?
fishing.
Okay. So they ate fish?
Yeah, and their body
What?
structure is
Okay.
different also. Mas wide ilahang lungs.
Okay.
Their tails are wider for swimming. Their arms are wider also.
Okay.
And they have lighter skin tone to match the sea, to like adapt to the sea. So kaning third one, Avatar Fire and Ash, I'm excited
Fire
to see.
and ash, okay.
These
Nga-
are
nga
the-
no fire and ash.
So
man
this
siya.
is the tribe that lives sa dapit sa mga volcano. So I want to know what's their livelihood? Like coal? And are they red? Are they not blue anymore? Because they'd have to match with the, I'm curious about that. Kaya lahi-lahi man silang tribe. Remember sa Avatar, some of them are sky people. That's why they
fly.
fly
They ride on that.
on the dragon thingies.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, kanang pag second movie, they ride on the morag butanding. They ride on the whales.
Mm-hmm.
So karon, what do they ride on? Kung
Interesting.
Fire
One
and
of the most interesting
ash.
parts about Avatar is they're just James Cameron, the creator
He's
of the
genius, kid.
of the movie, actually just made it seem like it's an alien world, right? But if you really think about it, it actually supposed to be for us human beings, right? How we have taken advantage of the planet and have
Exactly.
stolen its life force, right?
And that's the nature of human beings. How
Yeah.
we would always want to take to the
Yeah.
point that even in a foreign, like an alien land, for example, we have no respect for, or the humans in the story
Yeah.
have no respect for their culture, their beliefs, their katong ilang sacred tree and all
Yeah,
that. The
yeah.
things that make their life worth living. They don't care.
And it's funny that people don't get it. That's actually us.
It
You know,
is us.
It's
Yeah.
not. We root for the avatars, right? Well, what do you
Yeah.
call them again? They're
the Avatar people.
The Avatar people.
Oh,
We root for them and we hate the humans, but that's going on right now as
Exactly.
we speak.
Yeah.
The way
In
we
a different form.
in a different shape or
Oh,
form, right? That
I
we don't
agree.
respect our culture. They when a colonial master arrives in a different island, they strip it off of all of its
Completely.
culture and
Exactly.
and all
Resources as well.
and all of their beliefs and their artifacts, and then they change it with their own, right?
Yeah, even in the second film,
Yeah.
katong mga I call it butanding. It's not a butanding, but I think that's why I feel it super relatable. It looks like butanding to
Yeah.
me. The sky people or the human beings in the film,
Yeah.
they try to extract this like rare substance from the whales,
Yeah.
diba? And it made the Avatar sad. Kaya they have a rare connection with the whales. Mark, they can communicate with them and they treat them as equals. Mark, they treat them as souls ba? So the humans, they don't care. Ang ilaha lang is mabaligya tong mga whatever that extract was from the whale.
Yeah, yeah.
To make you live longer daw,
So
something like that.
So in
I
part
don't know.
one, they could in part one, they extracted it from the land, right? From underneath, right?
They were trying to like get something and get something
a kind
from
of
the
mineral,
tree.
right?
I think the tree itself, the sacred tree, had like a mineral underneath, like an
So-
energy force.
So sa part two, it was from the whales.
Yeah, they wanted to extract na something from
Again,
the whales.
this is another one upod.
Yeah.
So in the third, probably from.
I don't know, from the volcano siguro. Mona, I'm really excited to Avatar.
So you're
Fire and
excited
Ash.
about Avatar, Fire and Ash for 2025. What else
Yes,
are the other movies?
definitely.
What are the other two movies? You mentioned
Ooh.
3 movies that you're most looking forward to watching
Yeah.
in 2025. What's about man line, Justin?
Next one is Lilo and Stitch, a live
Oh.
action one.
Whoa.
I'm a huge fan of Lilo and Stitch. It was my favorite cartoon yet as a kid.
What's
And
that?
Kang-
What's that? Cartoon Network ba na siya?
Disney.
Disney. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Lilo and Stitch, kid. But now they have a real life version, not an animated one.
Wow. Okay.
And I like it because the actress, the kid who plays Lilo in real life, it's a real life action one rather. I looked at her photos and I kind of looked like me when I was a kid. Like I showed my parents and then they laughed too. That's how I kind of look. We look similar. Like my baby pictures.
Okay.
Kind of
Can I
look like
see it?
hers.
Can I see it?
Uh,
Lilo and Stitch. You look like Lilo. Is that what you're saying?
I look like the Lilo, the kid Lilo. Cause let me find it. Let me find a
Okay.
picture. Lilo and Stitch actor.
Atong takna karon 55 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 10. 5 minutes to go before 11. We have 5 days to go before 2025. These are the last few gasps of breath for 2024. Atong gisgutan ang ato ang mga gipaabot nga mga salida sa sini in 2025 nga umaabot nga tuig nga excited kay Miss Tana. Number 1 was Avatar.
Yeah.
And number 2 is the
Lilo and
live
Stitch.
action version of Lilo and Stitch. This is a Disney film, right?
Yeah, it's a Disney
Okay.
film. So I'm excited for that.
Okay. What else?
The third one that I'm excited for is, hold on, I had a list in here. There's so many good films, but I'm mostly excited. Naagid-agid jiggy. There's Wicked Part 2.
Yeah, well, that's November of 2025.
Okay, this one I'm excited for the new Predator. Predator Badlands.
What?
Di ba ang Predator dugay naman na siya nga series since 80s pa man na siya, and they keep
90s siguro 90s.
90s.
Katong si Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah, I think he comes back in this one. Ooh. So, and now it's Elle Fanning na pod ang actor for this one. One of my favorite ones nga Predator was in, ano man good, katong si, who's this black guy that plays?
Wesley Snipes, no?
No, there's a Predator before nga si Adrian Brody ang actor. It's katong, they were in the middle of a bukid.
Okay.
Diba, daghan man na siya nga series ang Predator. The one last year was nice. Not last year. The one a couple years ago, the recent one was nice too. Have you seen it? The newest Predator. It had to do with like, diba, ang evolution, Ana, is the Predators, they go to different planets and they find the strongest beings there.
Okay.
And they rip out their spines, right? As
Alright,
a form of like victory.
Okay.
But the reason why they do that is because they actually keep the gene of the strongest being
Okay.
and they use it on themselves para they can become stronger.
Okay.
So they go to another planet and they see, oh, this reptile is the strongest being there. I'm gonna use its gene to make myself
being
regrow.
or a life form?
Life form.
Life form, okay.
So they went to Earth. Karon in the newest, the most recent Predators.
Okay.
Guess who they were hunting? You know who the strongest beings that they were looking for here?
What man?
It was a kid with autism spectrum disorder.
Wow. Nganong strongest man siya? Physically strong or mentally
Because
strong?
it was theorized that autism DI is like a form of evolution.
Okay.
Nga
Well, it is. It's not. It's not
Yeah.
just a theory. It is true.
it's actually the strongest beings are the ones who have it because their gene is kanang something to do with their genetics is wired differently.
Okay.
That makes them think differently.
Okay.
And also I remember the Predator was hunting down this kid with autism because he wanted to extract that gene to make himself
That particular kid, not any kid with autism.
There
that
was a particular kid
Okay.
that they were looking for.
Elle
with
Fanning's
autism.
character?
No, Elle Fanning is for the newest one
Okay,
upcoming this
okay.
2025.
I didn't know that.
So
man.
the most recent Predators, it has to do with mental health. All the characters involved, the band of people, basically the band of people that were trying to stop the Predators, they all have mental illnesses.
Wow,
One
interesting.
is schizophrenic, one is blah blah.
Yeah, that's how evolution works. You know, evolution works like that.
Yeah.
There's like a perceived defect, right?
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
and
Perceived defect.
and then that defect becomes the defect stays on if it is successful at surviving and thriving, right?
Exactly.
And so the person who has that perceived defect, has children, and his children has that defect, so it becomes like a normal thing eventually.
Yeah.
That's how evolution works, I guess.
Yeah, you were right. The first one is on pag 1987 din. Yung mga 9 films naman siguro ning Predators.
Okay,
I really
okay.
like this.
87 ito. Dahil 90s to siya.
Yeah, 1987 ni Kitsa Manoy, ni Arnold
Mhm.
how do you say his last name?
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger. I always have a hard time. But yeah, I'm really excited for those 3. Ikaw, Jiggy, what other films are you excited for in the new year? In 2025, aside from Superman?
I don't know, man. Actually, I'm not very excitable anymore when it comes to movies. That's
Oh, no.
that's actually a very sad statement. Like I remember before, like, I would watch movies and I would come out of it like changed, right? Like I feel like a new man. You know what I mean?
I know, me too.
I remember the first time I saw Top Gun, man. Like the
Oh,
first Top Gun. When I went out of the theater, I like, I wanted
You
to
wanted to be a pilot?
I wanted to be like Maverick. Not necessarily a pilot, but somebody who's like that.
Okay, did you feel that way when the second Top Gun came out?
It
or
was
not anymore now?
It was more of like a kind of nostalgic feeling, but
Okay.
still the same feeling. But it was
But not the same as before.
that because it's never.
Are
as-
you a big
it's-
Tom Cruise fan?
It's never as good as the first time. Yeah, I'm a big Tom Cruise fan. Yeah,
Because he has a
absolutely.
new movie up. He has a kanang new Mission Impossible.
Oh, another one of
in
those. Yeah,
2025. Wait,
but
let me
that's
see.
what's so weird about
When
Tom.
does he ever stop? No.
The weirdest thing about Tom Cruise is the older he gets, the bigger his movies become. Right?
Exactly.
If you look at the amount of money that he has made in his movies from the beginning until it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Right? It's used to be, it's supposed to be the other way around.
He's America's biggest action star.
Yeah, and people are even saying the last great action star because there's nobody like him anymore. Can you think of another name that has as big a movie,
How about-
biggest movies as Tom
Yeah,
Cruise?
not even ang Born Legacy, ang kanang Born
Who's that?
Kanang kang ano
Matt
kang-
Damon.
Matt Damon.
No, but
Not even
not
close, no?
close. The closest thing that I'm thinking about is Timothy Chalamet. Is that her name?
Oh, okay.
His
I was
name?
thinking of action stars.
Yeah, but I'm talking about actors in general. Just
Timothy Chalamet is big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
No, but Johnny Depp's career took a
When
nosedive, right? When that whole
when
thing happened, right?
Exactly.
And,
Pero
you
at
know-
least kang Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
steady ra gid siya, no?
Grabe rin ka steady, like
Yeah.
it's just crazy how that is going. Like when you're looking at it, like this. I was a kid when I first saw this guy, and he's still like a kid now. He looks a little bit older, but still,
Yeah.
and his stunts are getting more daring and daring
Exactly.
too, right?
He's crazy good. And he likes to do his own stunts. I don't
Yeah.
know how many bones he's broken before that. Oh, there's a new movie. How could I freaking forget?
Okay.
The newest Karate Kid is coming out.
Really now?
Yes.
Oh, I used to love Karate Kid.
Yeah, so like the original one, the one you watch Cobra Kai, right? You know the series Cobra Kai?
A little bit, but I watched the Karate Kids
My
1
sister's a-
and 2.
1 and 2 only.
Ralph
Ralph
Macchio, right?
Uh-huh.
He was the main star.
My sister loves him. My sister
Okay.
loves Karate Kid. She's the biggest fan of
You're-
Cobra Kai and Karate Kid.
Okay, so did she watch
The original.
the original movies?
She watched the original
Okay,
ones,
okay.
the first 3.
Okay.
And then we watched the Jaden Smith one that came out too, which
Okay.
produced by Will Smith.
Okay.
And then we also watched the entire series of the Cobra
So-
Kai, which
so-
is still produced by Will Smith.
So where does this pick up?
Karon.
The new one. Is it
The new one
the
is a mix of both.
Jaden Smith
Yeah.
or Ralph? Like who?
It's a mix. It's a mix. So basically, Ralph Macchio. Okay, so I think Jackie Chan has a kid that he mentors. It's not anymore Jaden Smith. It's
Okay.
a new kid.
Okay.
And then he asks for the help of Ralph Macchio because he says like, this kid means to me the same way that you meant to Mr. Miyagi or
Okay.
something
okay.
like that.
Okay.
So that's how there's gonna be a new Karate Kid. So it blends the two films.
Mm.
I mean the two franchises, the Ralph Macchio one and the Jaden Smith one. So yeah. So many
I
films to look
remember. I
forward to.
remember. I think it was Karate Kid Part 2. What his love interest in that movie
The
was
Japanese girl.
I remember her name is Tamlin Tomita. That was
Is that her real name?
That's her real name.
Tamlin Tomita.
Yeah, I remember that because I had like a huge crush on her. I remember. I remember watching that movie more than once in the theater. Yeah.
Just to see her.
Yeah, and I remember I had a huge crush on one of the high school students in my university who I wanted it to look like her, and I found her. There was somebody who
That's
looked like her.
funny. I think her name in the film was ano. Oh my God, what's her name in the film? Hold on. Her name in the Kumiko? No.
I can't remember her real
Yes,
name.
it's Kumiko. It's Kumiko.
Kumiko.
Yeah, that's her name in the film. Yeah, I don't know. They had very strong chemistry there. That's why I was so pissed when I saw the third Karate Kid. Di ba, iyang ka-love team dito was the Pottery Girl. Di ba, ang third one is he gets trained na by Terry Silver then he opens a bonsai shop with Mr. Miyagi. And they buy the pots from a shop across their shop.
Yeah.
Nga ang babae is katong redhead nga girl ba?
Yeah, I don't remember that anymore.
Yeah, see, that's because they weren't bad guy. That's what my sister keeps saying. Like, the best girl for the Karate Kid was really the second one, the Japanese one.
In case you're wondering what we're talking about, we're talking about the movies that we're most looking forward to
Excited
watching in
for.
2025. We're most excited about to watch in 2025. Join us in our conversation by texting 0999-887-6070, or you can join us on our chat group at Tops Media Center on YouTube karon among gihisgutan kay Karate Kid.
Yeah, the films we're excited for
Yeah.
2025.
So kaning Cobra Kai, is it like a kind of transition ba? Is it like a kind of a continuation of the three movies?
It is.
Is this what it is? And
It is.
will the Karate Kid 4, is this called 4? No.
They just call it I don't know what it's called, but
Whatever
Karate
it is,
Kid something.
does
yeah.
it pick up where the TV series left off? Or
It does.
Okay.
It does pick up. So they're all connected. And the TV series has to do with like a point of view of Johnny Lawrence. He's the katong kalaban ni Karate Kid, katong yung gipatiran and he
Yeah.
won against.
Interesting.
So they're all connected. We were talking about
How about you
actions.
guys? What are the movies that you're most looking forward to watching in 2025? Let us know. Text 0999-887-6070. Join us in our conversation on this beautiful December 26th post-Christmas day. What day is it today? Is it a Wednesday? Is it?
See, I even lost track of time. That's how much
Exactly.
vacation. Oh, it's
Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
Oh my God, it's already Thursday. And we have 5 days to go before 2025. If you want to join us in our celebration from 2,000 feet closer to heaven,
Heaven.
join us here at Tops for the grand gala celebration. Call 256-5000 to get your exclusive tickets to
Right.
witness the fireworks display of the entire city of Cebu
Cebu.
from 2,000 feet closer to heaven. And you get to have a sneak peek also of the Sky 360, a true
Yeah.
360
First use.
degree view of the entire Cebu. You can see the jungles of Cebu and the concrete jungles of the city. right?
Jungle and concrete jungle. Yeah.
So what else are the movies that are coming up in 2025 that you're most looking forward to?
Let's see. We were talking about action stars earlier, right? We were talking about different action stars that are like at par with
So Tom Cruise, right?
Tom
Tom Cruise
Cruise.
has a new Mission Impossible. What is it called?
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
The Final Reckoning.
They always say final, but it's never really
It's
the
never
final.
the final yet,
Come
right?
on. There's a new one upcoming ni Liam Neeson also. What is
Oh.
this? I'm trying to find it. Hold on,
Liam
ah.
Neeson.
Liam Neeson has a new one. Sylvester Stallone also has a new one. So the action stars are back. Let me see.
Did you say Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Isn't he the guy from...
Liam?
This is Liam Neeson. I will look for you, I will find you, and I will kill you. So you better listen to 105.1 EMC.
Ah,
I mean, no,
thanks,
give me that.
Liam. He said we have to listen to it. I'm looking for the name of his film. Let's see. And also, Kitsani. Wait, who's this? Do you know this actor, Jiggy? Oh, Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a gladiator, right?
Yeah, the Gladiator guy. He has a new one coming also for.
Did you ever watch The Gladiator 2?
No, I didn't. I haven't been in the. I've just been a Netflix girl for
Yeah, you can watch it there too. Don't they like show movies?
I think
in-
if you
in
buy it
Netflix
to
eventually, right? Like a
Eventually.
few weeks after.
No, not weeks. It'll take like months,
Really?
pasiguro, maybe. So I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
No,
I didn't even watch Wicked. Did you watch Wicked?
I did.
You didn't know it's summer now?
Because my daughter asked me to watch it.
How was it?
It was alright. It was
Right.
alright.
I think you're not into musicals, are you?
No,
Oh, you like
I
Greatest Showman gani,
I
di ba?
love the Greatest Showman. I love La La Land. I love Les Miserables. You know, I love
Oh yes, Les
musicals.
Miserables, your favorite.
But this one, no, it didn't land on me well. But it wasn't. It
Oh.
wasn't bad too. I felt like the green character. What's her name again?
Alphaba?
Alphaba. She was kind of distracting. Like I felt distracted by her color. and by
Because she's green.
yeah, and it was like weird. Like
And to think that's not CGI, that's actually makeup.
yeah, I know.
She really.
But in fairness, Ariana Grande's performance was like,
yeah.
whoa.
You didn't expect that from her
Yeah.
as a pop artist.
Yeah,
siguro, no?
yeah. I was telling Summer this was a role that Taylor Swift would kill for, right? And
Yeah.
you know she had her chance at that Cats movie, and it was horrible, right?
Cats! Oh my god!
Did you-
I only saw a couple clips of that. You know what made it weird for me, the Cats movie?
What?
I think it's really just the CGI.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, in
I
2023,
don't understand it good.
how could they mess that up, right? I mean, I don't understand why.
I don't know. Even sa She-Hulk mangani o sa Madam Web pati ang CGI.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
So when you say bati ang CGI, what do you mean? Like, dili realistic? Unsa
Yeah,
man?
like it's kinkoy. I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
it. Pero it's not realistic and it's
So,
so
kung
fake.
mutanaw kag, let's just say Superman, but the original Superman, or one of the original Supermen, si Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Mutanaw ko silang effects, makaingon jud ka batiya.
King ko.
Batiya. Pero, when I saw it at that time, back in the 80s, that was beautiful. That was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Right?
At that
I
time.
remember one of the most visual effects movie using visual effects movie was Flash Gordon. I don't know if you remember that movie. You were probably not born yet because that was from the 80s.
The original Flash.
That was also mind-blowing to me watching that in the theater. But when you watch it now in 2024,
You're like, what the heck is this?
You know what I mean?
Who's the first? Are you talking about the first Superman? The one who got
Yeah, Christopher Reeve.
the one
Yeah,
who
yeah.
fell
Who,
off a horse?
who
and then he
died
got-
and
Died?
died not too long ago, but he fell off a
my
horse and he
God.
was paralyzed.
I thought the paralyzed guy was still alive.
No, he died not too long ago. Anyway,
The-
how do you call this?
Yeah, he was a good
So
Superman.
so the special effects are really that you're complaining about are nothing compared to the movies back in the 80s and the 90s.
They're really bad.
But here's the thing. If you watch Star Wars, the original Star Wars, they actually barely used any special or CGI
Yeah, they
effects.
actually made their own sets.
They
diba?
made their own sets and all of that
That's so
stuff. So
difficult to
when you
do.
watch it now, it actually aged really well, right?
Oh, right
So-
now.
Yeah, right now. I mean, if you watch it now,
Did you watch
like the original version back in 1977, you watch it now,
It's not so bad.
the special effects aren't that bad. You know,
compared to the
it's not
CGI.
perfect, but it's not that bad. But if you
not
watch
perfect.
Superman, for example, with Christopher Reeve, the special effects are just horrendous. It would even be bad even if it's like a TV show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's just for Netflix, it'd still be bad. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
I agree.
So grabe na jud kayong technology, the way it has improved dramatically,
Yeah.
but
Ang
exponentially.
Star Wars po, it's much like Karate Kid. Daghansan kay na siya films.
Yeah,
How many are
version.
there? There's so
It's
many.
like I've lost
and
track
there's a
already.
series too. And
There's a new one
and
coming
the
out.
Acolyte. Kaunsa na ay, murag-
I've lost track.
Murag-
Honestly, I've lost track.
yeah, the story never
so katong
stops.
kaning Avatar, for example, diba it costs like
Napod.
hundreds of millions, if not billions,
Oh my
of
gosh.
dollars to make. Grabe jud kayong
Okay,
CGI.
that's an example of really good CGI, for me.
right? Grabe na
Avatar
jud
has
kay-
good
yeah.
CGI.
It's just
in
amazing
fairness.
how expensive it is to make movies like that. Sanga
Yeah.
walay act
They
real.
still had sets gihapon, and since for the second film it's Way of Water, they still had to like have big pools of water to shoot in. They had to build their own ano gihapon for that.
Yeah, in the same way
'Cause
that
they were actually-
James
actually
Cameron
swimming.
actually used like a life-size Titanic, right?
Yeah.
To
for the Titanic.
simulate the sinking of the ship and all of that stuff.
That makes
right?
sense now why in the second Avatar film he casted who played Rose, Kate Winslet gihapon. Kay siya-
Avatar?
yeah, in the second Avatar.
There's
Kate Winslet is there.
really?
Yeah, you can't really see it properly because she's in an avatar form.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she plays like the wife of the chief of
Wow.
the water people.
Oh,
So
interesting.
no wonder he got her again because ano man day Titanic sa day siya no.
Yeah, sometimes directors have like
They have preference.
have a muse, they call that, right?
Mm.
That's why they use the same actors over and over again.
Like an actor that they're
But
not
I'm
unfamiliar
wondering,
with.
I'm wondering, like with all of the CGI thing, like, do you think eventually they will be able to replace actors? Will
Oh,
there
yeah.
will there be CGI actors na lang? Wala na yung mga.
I really see that in the
Live
I
actors?
feel like that's gonna happen.
Why do you think? Do you think they can replicate
Yes,
practically everything about
I think they
about a
can-
human being?
I think they can get multiple vocal samples and like replicate movement and maybe make it CGI'd so well that it looks human.
Okay.
And that they wouldn't actually need to spend hours into putting actors,
Mm.
and there's no human error, and that could be like
There's no diva.
yeah, kana pod.
Right,
Wala
right.
mga diva, wala yung mga issues on how much you have to pay the actor. You don't have to pay actors. There's no strikes na for mga actors, no nothing like that. They would avoid all of that. So I think it's possible. That's a good like Black Mirror episode.
What do you mean?
That's a good like dystopian kind of film. What if the film industry stopped using actors and they would only use like CGI? More na siyang animation,
Yeah.
except for it's real life.
Yeah.
And then no one would die from stunts. Tom Cruise could finally give it a rest.
No, but the whole idea is
And-
is for
and not-
for the risky part, right?
Yeah, no risk. That would be great. No issues with, having to make sure that the actor maintains that image after they shoot the film.
But like I'm curious how, diba, movies spend as much money making them as much money in promoting them, right? If a movie, let's say, costs 1 billion,
The
chances
promotion itself.
it could be probably also 1 billion, right? So I'm curious, but when you promote a movie, di ba? Mga actors man mo adto sa country, pa-interview, right? And then they have like press conferences
and a red carpet.
shake people's hands and do television and
interviews.
podcast interviews and all of that stuff. How will they do that if the actor
Wala na. They would
is
save money on that.
CGI? But I'm curious, because the reason why they're spending so much money on promotion is it works, right? And some of it works, right? So
then how do you
the
promote
whole
a film?
dynamic of people, actors, big stars like Tom Cruise going to Cebu and shaking people's hands? That's a big frigging deal, right? If that happens, right? Oh, it's never happened yet, but if that happens, so if they replace mga actors, dili na actors, CGI na siya, what will happen to that component of the whole movie making process, which is a huge chunk of it, right?
Yeah, they could probably still maybe do CGI interviews, gyapon. Everything's fake na good.
Yeah, but see, the thing
But
is the humanity of the actor.
Yeah.
For example,
That's what makes it special.
Grabe kay siya tumultuous iyang personal life, for example, right? Whatever it is, that there was probably like a tragedy in his life, or probably a member of his or her family died or whatnot, whatever. You can't simulate that in CGI actors because a CGI doesn't essentially
And it feels real.
has no tragedy in the CGI's life, right?
Yeah.
So
it would
so
feel
you-
real if it was
when
from
you,
an actor.
When you watch a movie, you're not just watching the movie. You're a fan of this actor, this actress.
Honest, if I don't know about a film and if I know the actor, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
Like if I like the actor, like I've seen her in this other film, so
yeah,
that's like the main
Like-
motivator actually.
yeah. For example, she went through a lot in her life, and now she has redeemed herself or whatnot, and the movie is big.
Yeah.
And you watch it to support her
Yeah.
career, right?
Yeah.
And not necessarily to watch an entire movie, but just to watch her perform in that particular movie. Like for example, we watched Cats because Taylor Swift was there, right? You know what I mean? Do you
Yeah.
understand? So how
feel bad for her fans who
maunsa naman ang
actually-
pagkaunsaang mutano kag salida ang mga stars kay mga non-existent people because they're now CGI. How will you have that kind of connection
Yeah, listen
with
siya.
the actors, right?
Listen siya.
So ang gaduda ko ang bato nila ang mga actors nga CGI napoy ilang kaugalingon nga imaginary world, right?
I mean, they could CGI their own interviews kunuhay and everything's virtual na lang, wala gyud mga real events.
Yeah, no,
so wala
but I'm talking about their quote unquote real lives kunuhay ba?
CGI na lang po nilang
Maghimo-himo
real
lang
life.
po sa istorya, di ba?
Like
Kanang
Yeah.
namatay ang iro, for example, or maybe kaning na crash ang iyang
Yeah.
pamilya, for example.
Yeah.
Right? So
you make na lang a backstory for that character.
Maghimo na lang
Yeah,
sila
because
istorya.
Gigi, the idea of the entertainment industry, I feel like it's all about ideas. Like we actually don't know people won't know the real person anyway.
Yeah.
So as long as you create a persona, as
Yeah.
long as you create a character that people will like, and you create a backstory for that, people would like. We don't need to meet them in real life. We just need to know.
No, but we meet them in real life through television, through the
Yeah,
cell
pero
phone,
everything
right?
can be CGI'd, man.
That's us meeting them in real life for real actors.
They can even make paparazzi clips CGI.
Yeah. So my question now is, will the movie makers make it known that they're CGI? Because para nako, magtana ko interview nga CGI ko. Sumiila rin ninyo. You know what I mean? Like, because part of movie making is about suspension of reality, di ba?
Yeah,
Di ba?
suspension of
So
reality.
so
That's
kung
true.
mutanaw kag salida sa sine niya, kibaw ka nga CGI na siya, murag ang imuhang paminaw murag. But then again, I've watched Final Fantasy. It was CGI, all CGI,
What is
right?
that?
It's like a Tomb Raider kind of movie.
Oh.
But it's in all CGI, like all like animation, but pero realistic animation.
Yeah.
Nalingom sa ko ato. I can't remember
Ano was
anymore.
it called?
I can't remember anymore though.
Final Fantasy, right? I'll check that
Yeah.
out. So yeah, guys, if you're wondering what we're talking about right now, we're just talking about random things, mga films we're excited for 2025 because it's already mga 5 days left na lang until the year ends.
And we have 1 minute and 20 seconds left for the Lakers to win the game. 44 seconds left, actually.
Win, good.
109, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Golden State Warriors, 105 on this Christmas Day NBA game. I think Anthony Davis is not playing in this game. He played only for 7 minutes. I hope he's not injured. The game is now close. It is now 109 Lakers and Golden State Warriors 107 with 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. Very interesting game. Very exciting game.
I
So-
feel like this for the next days, you're just gonna be rewatching.
Absolutely.
There's a replay for that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Rewatch it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Is that like the biggest sport that you're really into
Yeah.
when it comes to watching?
Yeah.
How about boxing? Are you a boxing?
No,
fan too?
I'm not a big
Hey,
boxing fan.
Filipinos, I noticed they're either really big on watching
Basketball.
volleyball,
Yeah.
or boxing. Like
Yeah.
my co-teachers at Ateneo before were huge on volleyball. That's
Okay,
all they would
okay.
watch. I'm actually, unfortunately, a fan of neither. I never really watch any sports games.
It's such a very interesting dynamic to be a sports fan. You know what I mean? Like you're so emotionally invested on them. You know what I mean? Like I literally,
Scream.
I'm in a foul mood if the Lakers lose. Like right now, it's a close game, right? If the Lakers lose this game, I'm gonna be like in a foul mood the entire day. I am not kidding you. You know what I mean? And
So what's it looking like? Do you think they're gonna lose?
they look like they're gonna win.
Okay, is that just a biased opinion? Or?
No, this is they're still up 2 points with a few seconds remaining. So it's just a very interesting dynamic, banga. You're so invested on a basketball team, you know, and all of that stuff. And people around you, sports fans can relate to this.
Yeah.
You know, when you watch a game, you're like emotional and you know like a roller coaster
Yeah,
ride.
and their victory becomes like your
Exactly,
victory. Yeah.
right? I won, we won, you know.
Oh, we won.
You know what I mean? That's how it feels like.
I love that.
It's just very interesting. That is actually a human dynamic that is actually replicated in our lives in
Yeah.
different shapes and forms.
Yeah.
We want to associate ourselves with a group.
Yeah.
We want to believe
No, makarelate sa kausahay.
in something
Yeah.
that will win the championship. We understand the individuals. I know LeBron James. You know, I know Austin Reeves. you know?
Ano na siya, as if you know them in person.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
can relate to that. Sometimes I watch an action film, yung
Yeah.
gigil ko when I see the two characters fighting.
Yeah.
Like if it's a fight scene. And sometimes I really feel like, oh, come on. Like you also feel like you're in their place.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's the same thing for people who like sports as
Yeah,
well, no?
yeah.
For those who watch sports games.
It's
like,
just crazy. It's weird, but I like it. I don't understand why. I mean, I understand why.
You understand why?
But it's illogical for me to be depressed when the Lakers lose. But
that's funny.
but I like
That's
it.
funny.
I like the fact that
Your kids are gonna be like, Dad, why are you in a bad mood?
I-
You're like, the Lakers lost.
yeah. If you see me in a bad mood, you should
happened?
check
Did the Lakers lose?
Check NBA.com and see. Oh, that's why he's in a bad mood. It's really crazy, and we're crazy people.
Yeah.
We're irrational,
Yeah.
predictably
Oh
irrational.
yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
It is now 11. What was that word? 11:23. We.
No, you're about to
Jiggy
continue, Manu.
Juice and
Justine Narvis, guys.
we're a we, right?
Yeah. Like when you're having fun.
We.
Yeah, exactly. We're just talking about random things, guys. Jiggy's
Yeah.
giving us the updates sa basketball
Boyo
games.
official 2008-2025. What are the movies you're watching or most looking forward to watching? Boyo official 2025 or 2008. Jerry Tancinco, Kanapati's 1997. You guys, what are the movies that you're most looking forward to watching? You know what, Justine, I remember when I took up nursing school, I eventually watched medical movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
I watched Grey's Anatomy. I watched the old George Clooney. What was that TV series which involved doctors and all of that stuff? And I watched House MD and all of that. So how about you? Now you're in your lawyer stage, right? I had a nursing stage.
know.
Now you're like a lawyer or becoming
Law student
going to
stage.
school
Yeah.
to become a lawyer. So what law movies do you
You know what?
love the most? Love the most. I'll tell you mine first. One of my favorite law movies involved Tom Cruise.
Oh,
It was Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise, A Few Good Men.
okay.
This was the movie that was famous for the line, "You can't handle the truth."
Yeah.
That was a beautiful movie. You should watch it. That
I'll
was
check it out.
That was a great legal case.
When you said Tom Cruise.
yeah,
Okay.
but it was a Jack Nicholson. Hello.
Okay.
So that was a great law movie for me. How
A
about
Few
you?
Good Men?
A Few Good Men.
Okay.
So how about you? What
funny.
are the law movies or law TV series that you love following?
Yeah, it's
now
funny.
that you're a law student.
Ever since I went to law school, I never actually watched law films now because I've been so busy and wala lang gid. I haven't found the time to actually watch, and I feel like when I watch films, it's an escape from law school. So I don't want to watch a film about law. But the funny thing is, Jiggy, before I started studying, I really watched Suits a lot.
Okay.
Like when I was a teacher, I remember I would be checking papers and then listening to it, in the background.
Okay.
Or on my free time at work, I would always watch Suits. Like I would always watch that series good. But it's ironic, now that I do study it, I never watch anything law related na. But yeah, Suits is one of them
Yeah,
that I
okay,
watch.
okay.
Our professors told us to watch like Law and Order also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I haven't seen episodes for that too, or How to Get Away with Murder. Yeah, but so far I like Suits. It's fun.
For me, that's really the best way to learn something. Like if you watch it.
You have to consume different kinds of
Yeah.
media to
Yeah.
understand it.
No, but
videos.
but there are people who learn differently, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're
Learning style preferences.
Oral,
Or auditory.
auditory.
We have visual. We have
Visual.
kinesthetic.
Yeah.
And then you can have a combination of most. Do you know your learning style preference?
I'm getting a little antsy now because the game is now close.
Oh.
Stephen Curry just made a 3-pointer with 8.9 seconds remaining. The Lakers are still leading 111. The Golden State Warriors 110.
That's
with,
close.
With 8 seconds remaining in the ball game. So you were saying?
What was I saying? Oh,
We're talking law movies,
okay, hold on.
law TV series, and if I followed anything, what?
I forgot my question too. Oh my god, guys, I got distracted. I forgot my question too. I asked you something before. Well, we'll see it in the replay when I
Yeah.
replay this. I asked you something.
No. I'm more of an oral learner.
Oh, right.
Auditory
There.
learner,
What's
yeah.
your learning style preference?
I like
Auditory. That's why you like
auditory.
audiobooks.
Yeah, I like audiobooks because of the convenience. Oh, I think they already won.
Who won?
Okay, not yet.
Oh, I
So,
think they already won.
Austin Reeves.
Oh, okay, not yet.
Austin Reeves just made 2 free throws, making it 113
Everything's so fast, no? Like,
by seconds. 113, 110 with 8.9 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of NBA Christmas Day game action in the United States, right? 113, 110. Ang atong takna karon 28 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 11.
28.
28. Atong gisgutan kay what kind of learner? I'm more of a
learning style preference in Jiggy
Yeah.
is auditory.
I like auditory.
Yeah, me too. I would say I'm auditory kinesthetic too.
Yeah.
Like, I can...
What do you
I
mean?
feel like-
What do you mean kinesthetic? Like you have to touch it?
I have to move around to learn something. That's why I don't like reviewing. I really hate reviewing sitting down lang and not like just reading silently. It's gonna kill me. Like I have to stand up. I have to walk around and then like if I'm trying to memorize something, I'll probably be pacing back and forth to memorize it. Like a speech, for example, I'm gonna be walking around to do that. And auditory because I feel like if I listen to recordings, lectures, it'll help me memorize more than just reading. Because to be honest, Jiggy, I'm not much of a reader. I actually dislike reading, guys. Because
Okay.
I'll reread the same paragraph like 10 times. And when I read something, I have to read it out loud. I have to hear myself say it. Because if I don't, then why masud? So I feel bad for like people beside me during a test because I'm like whispering. I'm like, I'm actually reading the test questions out loud rather. Yeah.
So that you can hear
So
yourself,
I can
right?
hear myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. How about your kids? Do you know if Summer's like? I should ask her that.
No, Summer loves to read.
Oh,
She
So
learns by reading.
Oh, okay.
and
Let's read.
and I think both of them, they didn't get any of my bad study habits. Oh my God, the game is now tied.
Hala.
Gee whiz Louise. 6.3 seconds remaining in the ball game. Stephen Curry makes another 3-point shot, and it's all tied at 113 with 6.3 seconds remaining.
Almost.
The Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors are tied at 113. With 30 minutes after 11 o'clock in the morning here in
Wow,
in
that was fast.
the real world in Cebu City, Philippines. So, lima na lang kaadlaw, New Year's na gyud. 2025 na gyud.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, and 2024.
Very thankful.
I think I can't wait to get rid of 2024, man, because everything. There's so many
there's
seismic events happening
Yeah,
in 2024.
I agree.
The war in Russia and Ukraine versus Ukraine, the U.S. elections with the results I did not want. And not just because I follow U.S. politics, it's because I think this is not good for the world, I think. But this is my personal opinion. And, all of the great tragedies, it's just, I think, I can't
Yeah.
wait to start anew.
I know. There's this post. I laughed. It said, 2024 was like having a surgery while being completely awake. And I laughed. I was like,
Without anesthesia?
without anesthesia. No? Like having a surgery while being completely awake without
Wow.
anesthesia. That's funny. So yeah, I'm praying for more blessings this 2025. And later when we have our episodes in the next couple of days, maybe we can talk about,
Ang gasolina, good. Pating mahala na rin, mag 50,
oh yeah?
57, 58 man siguro ang diesel.
Oh, wrong sound effect. Should be tan tan tan.
Tawa-tawan lang dani. Ang mga good. So, my goodness.
Maybe we can talk about in the next episodes
Yeah.
resolutions but some people don't believe in New Year's resolutions
I
because you
don't.
should always be ready for change
I don't do resolutions. I don't do that.
Me neither. I
Yeah.
don't do. I do like what are my hopes for the next year and my prayers and stuff like that, but not necessarily like resolutions.
Yeah.
I stopped doing that a long time ago. Like when I was younger. Were you like that too, Jiggy, when you were younger? Like, kailangan, New Year's, I should have a list of things and habits I should change.
Yeah.
Now I don't wait till New Year's na now.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
What's the update? Are you winning? I'm like, are you winning? As if you're playing in the game.
Yeah.
Are you guys winning?
This looks like it's going to overtime, but we'll see.
Guys, they're actually...
overtime is... Oh my God, look at that.
What?
The Lakers have won. Yes,
Biased.
indeed.
So it looks like Jiggy's going to be celebrating later,
Yes,
guys.
I won't be in a bad mood
Yeah,
then.
for sure.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Jiggy.
Who was the last shot? Let me just check. The Lakers beat the Golden State Warriors 115-113. It was Austin Reeves who made the final shot to
The
win.
winning shot.
The Lakers 115, the Golden State Warriors 113.
Ooh, congrats,
in the
G.
last Christmas Day game for the NBA. So yeah,
Ang Lakers, that's the one Okay, I'm trying to remember the team logo.
the L,
Yellow and
the L, the-
yellow and green.
purple and gold,
Oh,
purple and gold.
shoot, purple and gold.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another team that's the Golden State Warriors obviously is the blue and gold.
Yeah,
Okay. The green one, that's Celtics.
the Boston Celtics.
That's
Yeah,
what you mentioned.
Yeah.
Green and white?
green and white. Yeah, it's green, just green.
Okay. What's the team that has like red and black?
And the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls. Yeah,
And also the Miami.
Miami Heat. Yeah,
They're also red and
Yeah, yeah,
black,
yeah.
no?
similar. Yeah.
That's all. What are the most unique colors? I see. I'm not a fan, so I just know them by logo.
Yeah, but it's usually by logo. They change colors every now and then, but the Lakers are the most distinctive, and the Celtics are the
Oh,
most
I thought
distinctive
they, would have the same color.
In color. In color, yeah.
Yeah, I would notice the Celtics are wicked green. So a
Yeah.
lot of my green good, diba?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations,
Ato ang
you guys
takna
won.
karon 33 minutos ang labay sa alas 11. You're listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice.
And my name is Justine Arvios.
And you're listening to Top of the Morning, broadcasting here from 2,000 feet closer to heaven as we inch closer and closer to 2025. Lima na lang kaadlaw,
Woohoo!
2025 na gyud.
Jiggy, I just realized you didn't tell me what you did for Christmas.
What did I do for Christmas?
Yeah,
I
what
did
did-
nothing for Christmas, man.
Aside
It
from
wa-
rest. What did you guys
we
eat?
were planning to have like cold cuts and cheese and wine as we
yummy.
welcome Christmas Day, right?
Okay.
At 12
Yeah.
a.m., right? So
Ice cream?
we bought all of those,
Okay.
and then as usual, like clockwork, we fell asleep. I fell asleep. And when I woke up at 8 a.m. on Christmas Day.
Oh no.
No more, no cold cuts, no cheese, no wine, no nothing. Just
Rest.
rest.
Well,
Yeah.
how about what about your dinner? Because I know that your mother whipped up something. I'm pretty sure she whipped up something crazy. Naglechon mo or anything like that?
No, it was like a Japanese dinner.
Oh,
Yeah,
Japanese.
we just went out for dinner at
Yeah.
our favorite Japanese restaurant, and that was it. Like it was salmon sashimi and
Oh, and your favorite wasabi.
yeah, and my favorite wasabi. It's like
That's why you were
a
knocked out.
fire firecracker exploding in your brain for a few seconds. I was telling them that if you eat wasabi, your problems disappear for like a few seconds.
Try to be angry while eating wasabi.
Yeah.
Try to be anxious. Try to be sad.
Try to think about of all your biggest problem when you eat wasabi enough amount of wasabi.
Try.
Your problems will disappear for like a few seconds.
Yeah.
Gone.
And it's also been proven
So I was telling them, so theoretically, if you want to have no problems whatsoever, just put wasabi all the time.
Yeah, make it like a gum, wasabi gum. Diba? Oh, they should have that wasabi flavored gum.
I'm sure there is.
But that's a scientific fact now. If you want to relieve stress, and one of the fastest ways to offset that if you're in a bad mood is to eat spicy food.
Really?
Yeah, because
I didn't know that.
It has to do with like grounding yourself and ma-distract ka ba. So eating spicy food would help relieve.
So why the distraction? Why not?
It's cathartic daw.
Okay.
Nga murag maka-release ka because your tension basically,
really
the
now?
energy in you is released because of that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aside from physical activity.
Yeah, because you can
Physical activity
there are other ways to distract yourself
yeah.
rather than eating spice.
Spicy
So I'm
food.
wondering if there's other things aside from the distraction mismo ba?
The release of energy. Kaya mo naman I think it has to. I forgot which article exactly.
Okay.
I read something about it before. Nga eating spicy food would help, especially for those people with like anxiety and stuff like that. Oh yeah.
Interesting.
But looks like you won't be needing that because your team won. So you guys are like.
I love spicy food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like spicy food.
Why?
I have a very low spice tolerance. But
Because of what it does to you?
No, I just don't like the spice. Samukan ko, like I have to keep drinking water. But recently, Jiggy, I've only learned to love spicy food because of hot pot.
Oh, okay.
Like I get load sa hot pot kung di siya spicy.
Okay.
But if it's spicy hot pot, I'll
Really?
eat it.
Which one's your favorite hot pot place?
There's this one that we like to go to in Mabolo ba na? It's called Red House.
Oh yeah, Red House. Yeah, I like
Red
that.
House.
I like that.
I only like it. First few times when I tried it, I didn't like it, and then I tried the spicy one, and I ended up liking. So if it's spicy, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
That's the only spicy food I'll tolerate.
I've actually been on the lookout for negative calorie eating, right? And the
Hot pot's good, right?
and the closest thing you have to
To
negative
negative
calorie
calorie.
eating is to eat something spicy, right? Because you're sweating.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
you're struggling and all that stuff.
And I think hot pot's healthy mas a Jiggy because
Yeah, you just boil
So
it.
you should have spicy hot pot.
boil.
Meat, boil vegetables, mga kung kana rapon,
Yeah.
but not the preserved stuff.
No, I'm curious about like what I've had this question for a long time. Nobody gave me an answer. Even my two medical kids don't have a good answer to this. I wonder what hot water or soup does to your
body.
body ba? Like because I have a very high tolerance for heat. Grabe kay kuminom ng init.
Yeah,
So,
hot coffee.
Mapason lang akong dila o akong labi. I still ingest it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what it does because she was telling me, my daughter was telling me, in Japan, there's so much incidence in esophageal cancer and all of this stuff. And one of her theories, this is like her brilliant theory, is that they eat a lot of ramen in Japan. But so I googled it and I didn't get any results.
Maybe it has to do with a link between hot because every time they eat, they also have soup. And,
but I'm wondering.
tea.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's the real story behind that. I'm curious.
Is it a temperature thing? Does
Yeah,
the
I mean like
temperature
that.
affect
If you eat soup that's too hot, does it like cause anything aside from burnt tongue and burnt lips and burnt gums, right?
Maybe if for prolonged, then yeah, it has to do with the cancer that you mentioned.
What do you mean by prolonged? Like
Every day, imagine if init ka ayo na imong every day. Maybe it could cause that.
I drink coffee every day, right? I eat soup very often, so because that's my thing. Every time I go to a restaurant, I always look for what's the soup here. It's also what's the soup here.
Sabaw yun eh.
Sabaw yun ang ganun. I like the way soup mailad imong tiyan ba nga mabusog na kabitaw. I really like that. Conceptually, I like the idea of duping your stomach. Hey, busog na ko, busog na ko.
You like tricking yourself in general.
I like tricking because, like I said before, we don't have the best interest of our body in mind when we decide where to eat and what to eat.
Yeah.
It is never the best interest of our liver, of our esophagus. If our bodies could speak, they would say, "No, do not eat that."
You've been eating that for so
So that's why I love the idea of fooling my body into being full
Tricking yourself.
by eating soup, right? Because that's really the easiest. Ang problema lang ng sabaw-sabaw ng sa kapirmi is dali sa gagutumon, right?
Yeah.
Dali ka gutumon na. So what I do is I snack like after. I snack after, like, you know, if I'm hungry. But most of the time kung gabi man good, especially if it's dinner time, that's really like the worst time to eat if it's dinner. Para nako lang, but people are saying the opposite because that's the time you're starved because you're
For the
not
entire day, man.
you're not eating for 8 hours or whatever length of time you usually sleep, right? But my mentality is different. Kung if you ate well during lunchtime, ang imong dinner should not be like
Heavy.
na kay kaning matug naman ka. So
I agree.
the burning
But most celebrations happen in the dinner, so it's
exact
funny.
mundo,
Like
exactly.
that's when mabusog kag maayo.
So akong buhaton gina ang technique na ko hindi ko maniud to. Kung if I know that there's going to be like a dinner time
okay.
celebration, di ko maniud to gyud or
Ako, generally, me and my family, we don't really eat breakfast, man sad. We
Okay.
always eat lunch na diretso.
yeah.
So, and it happened, it became a thing, especially during the pandemic,
Mm.
because we don't wake up early anyway. So, you know, there's no need to really eat
Yeah.
that early. Maybe if I have something to do, I'll munch on like bread or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But you know how people say the heaviest meal should be breakfast? I would say it should be lunch, because that's the middle of the day.
Yeah, I mean, like, for me, there should be no heaviest meal. It should be evenly distributed. Ideally. I was actually watching this interview about eating, about intermittent fasting. And ingon silang intermittent fasting kano is just a fancy way of saying I don't eat breakfast. You know what I mean?
It's a
Because-
fancy way of saying I don't eat breakfast.
Because they say kuno nga if you evenly distribute your eating and versus intermittent fasting, the amount of calories that you eat are the same, right? Ang technical reason mo na is and scientific reason na is you put your body in hunger state and it eats itself. You know what I mean? Like it eats itself. That's
okay.
the scientific explanation for that.
Yeah.
So, but para nako, it's really about calorie restriction. So,
Yeah.
kung kuwang yung calories imuhang lawas,
Yeah, people tell me that that's
then
a good
mo,
ano
mo,
too.
mo lose kag weight. Kung sobra imuhang calories
Calories.
imuhang gi-burn, then mo gain kag weight. It's as simple math as that, right? Simple arithmetic. But some people endow the hungry part of the intermittent fasting something mura kuno mukaon. It eats itself, esophagy, something that they have a term for it, that the body eats itself. I don't know how true that is. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, me neither. And I'm not into fasting too. It just
Yeah.
so happens that I don't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
But
I am into eating fast though.
eating fast.
Yeah, I'm not.
Ka na.
eating fast.
I'm into that too.
And I'd always try to remind myself not to eat fast. But lisod kayo.
Sometimes when you're so hungry,
Yeah, I know.
and then makabantay ka pag nag 5 minutes, hurot na mo pagkaon.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
It's
like that.
but I think
But it's not mindful eating.
Yeah,
That's why you have to slow
I
down
think-
and
I
really
think-
enjoy.
I think we need a constant reminder, maybe like a kind of signage in the dinner table. You know what I mean? Like
Regulate, eat slower.
No, you like enjoy the
Kana.
food. Because I love the feeling of enjoying the food,
Me
right?
too.
It is-
That's why when I don't like working while eating. I don't like using my phone while eating. I want to enjoy the food
I
good.
usually close my eyes, and
While eating your wasabi.
enjoy the food, right? So I don't know, man. What about you guys? What are your eating secrets? Like, how do you enjoy the lechon? Do you close your eyes and imagine the family in which you removed you kidnapped
Their family member from
their youngest daughter and eating them for breakfast or for lunch or for dinner?
and for the next days.
Gipaksui.
Ipaksyo. Yeah. Speaking of food, what are you guys having for your lunch? Okay, it's already
Paksui. Lami you ba? I was asking my dad yesterday because we were having dinner. Okay, a few days ago, he took home like a whole head of lechon ba because for me that's the best part to paksiw ba. No, yan kung tanong asa nang paksiw dad? Nahurot na dong. Gihatag ko na niya sa katabang ko ha. Mukha eh.
You were like, why did you give it away?
And my mom goes, di ba ningon makangadili ka ganahan ng ulo ko, no? No, you remembered it wrong. Mo na akong ganahan ulo.
Okay.
Kabantay
It's the
ka.
opposite.
Kabantay ka nang musulti ka og butang dili pabuhat. Mo na buhaton.
Yeah,
Kabantay
bali
ka na.
naman, bali.
Kay mo, kuha na, for example,
What sticks to the head, what sticks to them go is the ulo.
No. For example, the instructions ba, let's just say, for example, no smoking, right? O say, dili lang madungan ang no.
No.
You know what I mean? Right? Kay mo buo raman ang no.
Yeah,
Diba?
so when they heard you say, I don't like,
oh, I
I don't like ulo, they
Oh.
only heard,
I don't like
ulo.
or they heard ulo only ba?
Yeah.
So it's just weird. Sometimes when you give instructions, you have to make it clear, especially kung ang if it's asking somebody not to do something, make sure
Not. Make the not part is emphasized.
Yeah, the not, or maybe like say it in another way.
Yeah.
And don't just use one, because kanang not or no, so one syllable, right? Right? Mag possibly nga ma-miss na ba? Kada na gyud nahitabo. In real life.
Emphasis.
And in I watch it a lot in comedy shows, and all of a sudden usually they do what they are not supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And what did you or do you want not to do for 2025?
Kaya.
Kana. Oh, ikaw, Justin, like if you made New Year's resolutions, which we don't, what would be the thing or the things that you would not do that you did this year in such frequency and would not want to do in 2025, or at least minimize in 2025?
I would like to minimize my being, what do you call this? Like minimize screen time before bed.
Okay.
Because I was already told also by my doctor, it's not good for you. It's going to give you migraines if the last thing you see before you sleep is your phone.
Okay.
So I really have to religiously practice that na an hour before I sleep, dapat walay TV, walay phone. I have that bad habit, mga jiggy. I'll watch TV until I fall asleep.
Okay.
So that's not the way, that's bad for your eyes though.
Okay.
So yeah, that's something I do not want to be carrying onto the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I've got more, maybe for
so less screen time.
less screen time before bed
You talk about screen from your phone, right?
or TV.
Okay.
Yeah. So before bed, kay samot daw na makagubag mata. So yeah, my bad habit, as I said, would be watching TV until I fall asleep. You shouldn't have any screen time though for an hour before you sleep.
Yeah, I actually also, that's probably
Are you
what
guilty of
should
that
be
too?
mine. Yeah, because the thing with me, I so love to learn. I so love. There's so much information out there that I want to ingest and to expose myself to, that I'm always tempted to watch and open my phone just so that I'll understand something or someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't say I should stop watching video clips and understanding my true circumstance in this world, because that would mean that
No. Don't stop watching. It's just the time in which you do that. You do that in the day, in the shower, not when you're about to sleep. Because the dangerous mga good that is like,
can't sleep, right?
No, not can't sleep. It's bad for your
overstimulated.
eyesight. Okay, syempre when you're about to sleep, ang lighting in your room is different.
Yeah.
Your eyes are tired from all being used all day.
Yeah.
So padung sleep, you should rest it, prime it
Yeah.
for you to sleep. Dili kay kalito na nimo pull the plug and then sleep.
Yeah.
That's what makaguba does.
You know what? One of the things that I did for 2024 was, because I run a lot, right? Like I used to run like every day. For
that's nice.
2023, right? Even if it's just like 30 minutes to an hour, listening to a podcast and running at the same time, it's nothing beats learning, exercising at the same time, right? But I changed up my exercise from running to pull-up bars. So because I feel like I've been running for more than a decade now, and I'm scared what it'll do to my knees and my feet, right?
Your tendons.
So I minimized my running exercise, and I went like upper body exercise, which is like pull-up bars,
Oh.
right? So I think I'll go back to running again.
with your new Hoka shoes.
No, I didn't have any. I don't.
No, but didn't you say you like that brand?
Yeah, I like that
I
brand.
think
but
it's about. I think
Yeah.
you should get yourself some.
Yeah.
That's another reason to buy the Hoka shoes,
I
Jiggy.
haven't bought anything for myself yet, but maybe
Yeah.
if there's one thing that I'll
Hoka
buy myself,
shoes.
it's a pair of Hoka shoes. Yeah. So I'll probably try to do that and balance it out, maybe.
Yeah,
Like
I
have
haven't.
yeah.
I just realized for the year of 2024, I barely exercised. I feel like before that, 2023, I exercised a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. Okay, I would run like in August, September. I do remember I would run to treadmill a lot, almost every day. But Yeah, I think I need to get back to that too
Yeah.
this year.
Like especially being a lawyer. I mean, like I think Manggod, like, di ba? I think we talked about this. Like
I think I have no release siguro of my tension.
your all of the lessons that you're going to be learning in school are contained in your brain, right?
Yeah.
And the vessel in which it sits upon is your entire body.
Yeah.
If the vessel of your brain is not well, then your brain won't be well. So I think
I
more than
agree.
ever, and I think I'm also guilty of that. Like I'm also probably less effective these days or in 2024 because I probably lacked cardiovascular exercise
Yeah,
because
me
I
too.
moved it. I moved my exercise to just pull up bars instead of running. So I feel like I probably
need cardio.
underperformed in 2024. So to be able to perform in peak condition, I think cardiovascular exercise is like more important than anything else when it comes to health because it's useless to exercise if you have a. I mean, it's useless to have a good diet if you don't exercise. You know what I mean? So I think it's important that you really do exercise. If there's one thing that's close to a cure-all, a panacea, it's really exercise. If you think
Yeah.
about it, yeah. If there's anything
You're always
that's
encouraging me to do that. You're like, you know what? If you're not feeling well, when you feel a bit better, the best cure is to exercise. If you're tired, exercise. If you have brain fog, like you can't
Yeah.
really think
I
straight.
I know somebody who
Exercise.
told me a long time ago, and I'm doing this now, and it actually works. Kung padung kag pamina nung padung kag hilanat,
Padung,
padung kag
hilana.
you run, and then mawagtang hilanat.
That's funny because some
Yeah.
people would think
Yeah.
the opposite. Like
Yeah.
if you're about to get sick, don't do
It-
anything.
it's counterintuitive, right?
Yeah.
But kung padung kag hilanat, so I can exercise. Maybe
maybe
that'll
magawas
yeah.
pod, mugawas
Because
pod.
diba kanang exercise, you're mimicking stress in your body, diba? You're pretending that there's something that's attacking your body, so that so it goes into like a kind of shock.
Yeah.
Now, panington ka, your heart pumps faster, and all of that stuff, right? So I think kung mo exercise ka, kung padung ka kilanat, murag
That would actually help.
ma-preempt siguro ang hilanat mga buang nga ning taon no. Mura man ning
Naunahan man ta.
Naunahan man kog instead of attacking your antibodies, because when you exercise,
You
man,
sweat it out.
your body man produces antibodies. So I guess
That's what you know. What
that
Jiggy,
might-
that makes
that
sense.
might work really.
In 2024,
Okay.
I was always freaking sick.
Oh,
Like I'm always sick. So maybe it's also because I don't exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So wala antibodies ang na-form. That seems so like obvious. Duh, maragda kaya siya. Pero I don't know. I'm also very lazy to exercise, but that's why.
it's really difficult. It's really difficult
It's
to
a
get.
motivation thing, I suppose.
It's really difficult to get into a habit. Difficult, really good. Like
Pero pag pandemic, Jiggy, grabe kayo kung exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I think in 2023 also, it's just last year lang, 2024. Oh, this year, 2024?
Yeah. For example,
Not
like,
so much.
for me to get into that
Eh.
whole pull-up bar habit, like even kung maglabad akong ulo, even though kaning I don't feel well, even though I feel like you know,
But isn't it gonna make it worse though?
even though
Like if I have a migraine?
I'm not into it. I really do it. You know,
Does it not make it worse?
No, it doesn't make it worse actually.
okay.
So I really have to do it because if I skip one day, then the chances of me doing that habit, you know, it becomes less
The
and less,
skip-
right?
okay.
So you never skip a day. You just do it, and then until it becomes a habit, until your body craves for the thing that you're doing. So it's same with the running, because your body
Yeah.
craves for the runner's high. There is a kind of runner's high. Ikaw especially, I would really suggest nga mamina jud kang audiobooks for law. I guess I don't know if that's available. So you run and then you listen to it and you can repeat it over and over again. You know what I mean? So imagine two birds with one stone. You grabe jud kayo. You exercise.
I think the runner's high only
and you
happens
learn.
if you do it enough. The problem with me is that I don't. There are times that I do run and I don't feel the runner's high. Maybe
Okay.
because kadyo tra kaayo.
Yeah,
Wala
it's-
siguro na ako na push pa akong self
Yeah,
ba.
yeah, yeah.
So like I'll probably do it like for only a few minutes
Okay.
and then like change my mind.
Okay.
Like
You-
akapoy
what do you mean you change your mind? Like,
Like okay, I'll run and then I'll be like, okay, you know what? That's enough cardio. I think I'll just like
like for example, mag-uwan for example, mag-uwan. I just get my waterproof hoodie, and I still run because again, if you stop mangon, it doesn't become a habit. A habit has to be done consistently. You know, hopefully every single day, right? So
Consistency is key.
yeah, for your body to crave for it, and exercise is one of those. You can trick your body into doing stuff even though you don't like it, so it becomes a habit, and then your body now craves for it, and you now can't do without it, and you feel
Your day feels incomplete without it.
and you
now.
feel sick if you don't exercise. If you feel horrible if you don't, you're in a bad mood if you don't exercise.
Yeah, I would love to have that.
Yeah.
You know, that's my goal
Yeah.
for next year. I would actually crave that.
I'm saying that like I exercise a lot, but I actually my only form of exercise is really just walking Cooper in the morning and doing my pull-ups before I go to work, and then walking Cooper in the evening, and sometimes running, and that's it. That's all I do. And I sound like I'm like a exercise
Fitness
man,
junkie.
but I'm not. I'm not a fitness junkie because I have to have my watching videos time as well, because sometimes there are videos that there are things that I want to learn, that I want to see as well, not just listen to in podcasts and all of that stuff. Atong tak na karon 56 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 11, hapit na gyud mag alas 12 sa kaning adlaw 26 ika-26 sa Disyembre. 5 days to go before 2025. That's right, folks. Join us in the celebration of New Year's here at Tops in our grand New Year's celebration. You can call 256-5000. Call Montebello Villa Hotel and book a slot here so you can enjoy the fireworks display of the entire city of Cebu from 2,000 feet closer to heaven here at Tops. Justin,
Yeah.
that's it for us.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
8 to 12 in the afternoon. Top of the morning with the Jiggy Juice
And Justine Narvios,
on 105.1 TMC.
the best of us.
You guys take care, okay? And Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas!
That was a bunch of nothings.
Random chika lang. Sige lang, I'll find topics for,
No, that's fine.
for
Man.
tomorrow.
I like
also.
random topics too, but we can't also be too serious about today, because today is like no news day, right?
After Christmas
Right,
break.
no news day, diba?
Yeah. Sige lang, I'll find some topics also for tomorrow. Look, Chigi, they've placed the lights outside. Karoon na.
Which one?
Sa kaning mga white.
Oh, what's that?
Are you going down, Chigi?
Yeah, but I have to go lunch pa. I have a lunch meeting with Mimo. I have to.
Oh,
Assam is
so.
Are you going down?
I think I can just keep it up here.
Ito na.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead, Chigi.
Okay, bye. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Oh. Bro, nakunta na si Mimo asa ta. Asa ta lunch ka. Ha? Di ba asa? Di ba, where do you want to have lunch pa? Sige. Nasa jeep. Kailan bro.
Kalamig mo, bro. Nagkalamig ka.
May text na si Juan, si Mimo, where do we eat for lunch? Tapos
Tapos
wala.
lang, nung sa may mayo diri mo.
Pariharan mo yung restaurant, tas ba? Sa Silong.
Asa may lain na?
Maybe, or if you want, we can go to his restaurant naman.
Wala niya idea ba? Suggest ko eh.
Let's go. So let's go. I can't wait. That's okay.
I'm so
The morning naman eh. Morning.
Laro.
Sibo, tama. Ano mo?